Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? Is pardon me, it's Flight. Excuse me, pardon me. What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. You already know we back with another one of them things. Tonight, we got ourselves a crazy discussion involving, Kyrie Irving. Free agency is fastly approaching. We are nothing but a few hours. 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be rocking and rolling. You understand? And it's going to be crazy. The shout out DJ Gemini, shout out CWE, everybody in the chat. Like I stated before, Kyrie Irving will meet with the Phoenix Suns. Is going down. It's so much stuff going on. We have a lot of things to track. Free agency, like I said, is going down. You got Bruce Brown. His name is all over the board. You got teams already making signings and things of that nature. Agreements are being made. Listen, in a few hours, it's about to be fireworks. And I'm here to tell you, we got one of our first dominoes that's going to take effect in Kyrie Irving, because rumor has it, actually, it's no rumor, it's a fact. And this is being reported by Chris Haynes. You already know Chris Haynes knows what he's talking about. Chris Haynes is stating that Kyrie Irving intends to meet with the Phoenix Suns at the very start of free agency, at the jump start, not in the middle, the jump start. That means something. I expect a deal to get done. It's going to be very interesting to see how and what direction the Phoenix Suns move in. But nonetheless, this is going to be fireworks all over the board. We are nothing but a few hours away from free agency. I'm very excited. It's a lot of teams that need to make moves. Not only, the firework moves that everybody want to see, the big names like the Kyries. I want to see if teams could retain their guys. There's a lot of teams out there. Can they retain their players? And that's a valuable question, and I need a valuable answer. I got my man DJ Gemini in the building. What's the deal? It's Flight Sports TV. We are moments away from free agency.
Flight, I'll be honest. This is one of the reasons I don't mind being hated when I give and go by these numbers. Okay? Once again, I do not mind being hated. Kyrie is one of these players, just like James Harden, could have walked into any team that he wanted to by choice. Phoenix, by numbers, is not one of these teams that has the money that by choice he could have walked into. They have Aiden, they have Bill, they have KD, and they have Booker. There's no money left with the CBA that they have room. So how is there room for a Kyrie? Unless he's going to give one of the biggest hometown discounts that the NBA has seen, bigger than the Michael Jordan discount of Chicago.
We're gonna have to find out. It's gonna be interesting to see how they do it because I think Aiton, has to get moved in that situation, right?
So what does okay, all right, and I'm glad you brought up that point. What team now okay, what team would save Phoenix? Because yes, teams have been known to do a deal for each other to have one in a hole with each other. We all know that.
Why
The
why you
NBA
why you don't think they'll get why you don't think they'll send Aiton to Dallas?
because at this point, Kyrie can freely walk. He can
Mm.
freely walk.
Yeah, no, I
Th-
don't think he's gonna. But I don't think it's gonna happen like that. I think they're gonna work something out. In my humble opinion.
but flight. If he can freely walk, is nothing for Dallas. He he would have to sign a deal before free agency open up. For him to sign a deal after free agency open up. Now, mind you, every time I bring this up, I get called a conspiracy theorist, but this is facts. The NBA would have to broker this deal where Dallas will get something out of this deal for Aiden to wind up in Dallas. Think about it now. If he can freely walk into Phoenix freely, now for Phoenix, I'm sorry, for Dallas to get something out of this deal, the NBA would have to broker this deal for Dallas to get something out of this deal, sir.
Listen, we're gonna have to find out. Like I said, 6 o'clock tomorrow p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Free agency kicks off. It's gonna be unbelievable. All the dominoes that's gonna take effect. Already today we came out. James Harden is a big fiasco going on. 1 minute is the New York Knicks. The next minute is the Los Angeles Clippers. You got a lot of things going on all over the board. Even in New Orleans, my man Gemini's in the building. Shout out Sky, Jessica, Herb Jones. They I believe they are not something happened with his contract, and they claim they're working to get another deal going, but he could be moved. You understand? So Herb Jones is out there. I believe he's gonna be a restricted. I got to double check, but Herb Jones is gonna be a free agent. They did
We're
not
work,
bring the
we're
contract.
working on a
Yeah,
we're
they
working on
claim.
a long
We'll see.
term deal with him.
Yeah, that
We're,
was wrong. But I don't know. Things could get dicey now. A team could put something on the board. I
right,
believe
but
he's restricted, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it is restricted, but we're working on a long term deal with him.
Right. We're gonna find out. This is it's really it's wild. Also, Bruce Brown, his name is going all over the board. They got him going to the Lakers. San Antonio is gonna be active. It's gonna be interesting to see what Houston do. A lot of teams are gonna have money. They have to spend it.
O-
So who
Okay,
God,
but Brown, why is his name even mentioned?
well, he just won
Because
a championship.
no, that's not even a reason. Denver only has $1 million free before they hit the luxury tax, and their owner, prior to winning the championship, does not like paying any luxury tax. They only have a little over 1 million before the luxury tax, and he doesn't like paying any luxury tax at all.
Yeah, but listen, it's a new day. Let's see what teams do. A lot of teams need talent. I'm hearing Herb Jones' name all over the place. Like I said, we all know with Charlotte what we trying to do with them. Chicago. I want to see who takes a bad contract. All of the things above. You also have Fred Van Vliet out there. He's going to be another name, that people need to look out for in free agency. I believe Kyrie and Fred Van Vliet is going to be some of the biggest dominoes to fall. And I think Houston is going to land somebody. Remember, I told the people that Houston going to get something. I don't know what, but
Well, they have
they're-
46 mil.
yeah, they're going to get
No, hold on.
something.
Hold on. No, no.
They're going
I wrote that down because I brought that up the other day. Houston, I don't think it's 46. I wrote that down. Houston have 64 mil in free agency that they have available. The Spurs have 34. The Pacers have 32. Pistons have 28. The Magic have 22. OKC has 48 mil, and this is all in free agency available.
yeah, like I said, there's a lot. There's going to be a lot of money to play with, for some of these teams. Now it's all about how if they can spend it wisely. Also try to retain your guys for the teams that got restricted free agents, like you said, Herb Jones. Also, like hopefully I can retool the team as well, get some more pieces, and try to retain your guys. I think that's what everybody is trying to do at the end of the day. Everybody don't have the deck stacked like Phoenix, who could just get their pick of the litter. I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna pull all this off. Because that's a lot of money. Everybody on max deals. Kyrie, I guess, is gonna have to take like a 1 year prove it deal or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. Some I wonder. I wonder.
Well,
Or I don't. Or no, a sign and trade. I don't know. I'm trying to think. They probably do a sign and trade with Aiton or something like that. I'm telling you, it's
no,
gonna if they do that.
well, these are the three teams that I'm sorry, four
Yo,
teams that
yo,
that that have a
yo,
problem. Phoenix, Portland, Chicago, and Philly. Now, what I mean by having a problem with contracts, you have Dame in Portland, you have LaVine in Chicago, you have Harden in Philly, and then you have Phoenix. All those are the 14 problems that what how are you going to resolve those problems? Because with Aiden, they could have resolved that problem because they did not want to re-sign him, but they did not want to lose him for not for nothing, but they what they was requesting for him, they was overpricing him. But they could have um they had two teams that wanted to one team wanted to give them one first round draft pick and a second round. Then you had one team that wanted to give two first round draft picks, but no, Phoenix said they wanted three first round draft picks for him. So they over price tagged him, and that's why they just resigned him. So the price tag was too high for him. That was Phoenix' overall problem. So they made their own problem.
listen. We're gonna find out. There's a lot of money on the board. If they pull this off, I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's crazy. It's too much. When the commissioner gonna step in? You know, I mean, you remember when they tried to do that shit with Chris Paul to the Lakers, and then even though it was a different commission at the time, it was Stern, but still, some of the stuff
Well,
they pulling off now. I mean, the commissioner should have been stepped in.
well,
I
no,
mean, there's no way they could have this. Kyrie
the
cannot get on the Suns, man. That's crazy.
well, no, the with the trade with Chris Paul to the Lakers, David Stern spoke on behalf of the team and the NBA but he
he couldn't do it, but he spoke on behalf of the NBA both ways, and he double tongued, and it was a double conundrum. It 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 it's amazing. He vetoed it, but then right after he spoke, he said, "Oh, I would have let it pass." But the way he spoke to the media, he said, "Oh, there was no way I could have let that happen." But then right after that, he said, "Oh, I would have let it pass." The Lakers
Yeah.
wanted it to happen. The Hornets wanted it to happen. But then right after that, I mean, right before that, it he that man it messed up one of the best trades that would have helped the NBA at that time. I'm sorry. He messed that trade up. I'm sorry. That's one I will never let David live down. I'm sorry he gone, and I'm sorry I'm speaking on a dead man. I hate to do that, but that trade should have went through. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That trade should have went through. That trade would have helped both sides.
It would have,
Now,
but
the
this
Kyrie
is
to
gonna help.
Phoenix,
And
I
this is
that
swindle.
can't happen. That
Yeah.
number wise, this trade can't happen unless Kyrie take the veteran minimum. But then but the owner is gonna have to take literally is gonna have to take the second apron of the luxury tax. Then on top of that, he's only gonna have a 12-man roster. A
R-
12-man roster.
Right. Listen. Let me know your teams out there. What team you looking at? What do you want them to do in free agency? What do you want them to add? What do you want them to keep? There's a lot of things. You see the New York Knicks, Josh Hart, he opted in. Of course, he wanted to stay with Jalen Brunson. I see the New York Knicks continuing to, elevate and elevate. I like Josh Hart because he is a New York guy, in my opinion. He embodies what it means to be a New York Knick. And I want to see him continue playing in Madison Square Garden. What do you think about that signing with him coming back to New York?
Well, that's a Villanova connection with his point guard. So that was going to happen regardless, and number wise, that worked. So I didn't see him going nowhere. I'm honestly concerned if y'all acquire the center that y'all need. Your owner is not known for acquiring the pieces that y'all need. That's my concern with the Knicks.
I don't know, man. Let's see. The
Um,
Knicks, they might be active in the trade, so you never know.
no, no, it does. With the NBA fight, it doesn't always acquire a trade, bruh. And that's what I be on people about. It doesn't always acquire a trade. You can get someone in free agency. You can get somebody out the G League. It is not always a big name to help with a turnaround. And that's what I be trying to get people to understand. That's why I don't mind being hated. It doesn't always acquire a big name to help turn around a franchise, big brother. Okay,
Nah, you're right. You just need good role players, people that playing their role.
pr- pr- uh,
Simple.
pr- prime example, Jacob, who helped turn around the Spurs, but wind up going to the Raptors, who's a unrestricted free agent right now. He's a center, but he's an unrestricted free agent. I don't want to disrespect his last name. I always mess it up, but he's the center. He he's an unrestricted free agent right now. He will fit good as a Nick right now. He really would. I don't think the Knicks will try to get him, but he will fit well as a Nick right now. And he's the big man y'all need right now. But do I think the Knicks will try to get him? He will actually fit good in a Hornets uniform right now. But I don't think these two organizations will try to get him. Jacob is his first name, but I think it's pronounced Purtle. Purtle.
Who?
Jacob Purtle. He started with the Spurs, but he finished the season this season as a Raptor. Jacob Purtle. I think that's how you pronounce it, Purtle.
You mean Jakob Pertl?
I
Jakob
thought it.
Pertl from the you talking about from the San Antonio Spurs?
Yeah, I thought his first name was Jacob.
Shout out Devastating. Salute to Ty. What's the deal? Shout out Ty. What's good?
Man,
Yeah,
what's up, man?
yeah.
Salute to everyone in the
Yo,
chat.
yo, yo, appreciate it. This your first time on Flight Sports?
Nah, I've been there before.
Okay. So what's good? Let's talk basketball. You got free agency fastly approaching tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you pull up the Flight Sports. You already know what it is. It's about to go down. There's gonna be fireworks all over the board. So what's your thoughts, Ty? Talk to me, man.
Man, I really focusing on this Kyrie situation. I think that's really going to be the where everyone's going to be paying attention with Kyrie Irving situation. We just heard he went to Phoenix to go ahead and have a meeting with the Phoenix Suns organization, GM or whatsoever. And he's also getting other offers, not offers, but also I also heard more rumors that the Lakers are now interested on him. Mostly LeBron James. He could come play with the Lakers. Phoenix. I don't know how that would make too much sense. You already have two dominant ball players, Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, in a very undersized team. You can't outshoot teams. This NBA. Um, you can do that in the regular season, that'd be all good. But soon when that playoffs comes in, everyone knows your strengths, everyone knows your weaknesses, and that team will instantly get probably knocked out in the first round. So I don't know why he'll have an interest of going to Phoenix. Probably that has something to do with KD, and you also got the Dallas Mavericks. Me personally, the only reason why I can see him staying and resign him with Dallas is mostly because just the money problem. He knows he'll get the most that has he has financial reasons staying with Dallas and possibly playing with Luca. But my issue with that is these two players are way too ball dominant. When Luca's out, probably because of injury or something, and it's Kyrie Irving controlling the team for the Dallas Mavericks, they win games. But when Luca comes back, they lose games, etc. When Kyrie Irving sits on the bench and he's out for a couple games, and when Luca plays, they start winning games. But when Kyrie comes back to play with Luca, they start losing games. So this team altogether, um, they're just not a good, duo. As they play too similar. They play awfully horrible off ball. So that's what I really got my eyes on with the Kyrie situation. Um, and that's all I basically got to say about that.
Okay, but let's revisit the Phoenix situation. This
Yo,
right now, right now with Phoenix, this is 162 million in Phoenix at this point, and this is before the Kyrie contract hits the table.
right.
So how are those numbers gonna match? So you're already at the second apron, and that's before the Kyrie contract hit the table. That's what I mean when I say the Kyrie show.
Well, he's going to dominate free agency. You know, his destination. People want to know what's going on. And if he joins the Phoenix Suns, the deck is completely stacked. I don't even know if anybody's going to be able to even compete with them. You know, if that was to happen, I hope that don't happen. James Harden trying to get out to the Clippers too. I don't know if anybody aware of that. You know, there's a lot of fireworks going on with that as well. You know, free agency is going crazy. Shout out Calfani.
Hey,
Well,
shut up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, what you got going on in the background?
Oh,
You
that's
got
it's
there's a
just
lot of noise, man. Gotta cut
probably,
that shit
probably,
off, man.
probably just a fan. It's hard as hell,
You gotta
but
cut that shit off, man.
yeah.
You gotta cut it off.
J-
Uh,
J- J-
Or you gotta mute your mic, man. You gotta do something, man.
James, okay, James Harden on the Clippers, with KL still having the um the knee problem, is still not moving the needle. It, I mean, still not moving the needle. Paul George playing, he played more than KL did. Like, this was the same problem because KD missed 64 games last year, regardless on if he was a Phoenix Sun or not. KD
64
missed
games.
he
He missed
missed
it.
64 games
Huh.
last year.
I didn't pay
Then
attention to that.
and
Okay.
and then in warm up by himself, no one guarding
Much
him,
better.
with no one
Much better.
guarding him. He he went for a layup and was out additional 8 games.
Hey, but
So
you
so
can't.
literally, it's not moving the needle. With KL, it's a bruised knee situation. So even with James Harden going there, it's not moving the needle.
Man, James Harden gonna give you what he gonna give you. You know what I'm
He
saying?
doesn't play
Oh
defense.
yeah, I mean that's a lot of guys. We could say that about a lot of guys too. I mean, he's not gonna play defense anymore. The last time he played defense was OKT in 2012 when they lost that championship to the Miami Heat.
So how is it moving the needle, my brother?
It's all offense now. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to say, but that's that's what's going on nowadays. I mean, you see the games.
So I'm watching the game. I'm going off of my eyeballs.
Yeah.
So how is it moving the needle? Is my question.
The moving the needle is what he don't disappear. He don't disappear in the playoffs like he been doing. That's what you probably talking
No,
about.
I'm saying just in the regular season. I'm saying if he goes there right now, because already you don't have KL, right? You don't have KL. Kawhi Leonard, you don't have him. So I'm saying James Harden going there, the price tag of the team goes up already because James Harden, the 36.5 goes there, right?
Hmm.
It goes to the Clippers. So the price tag goes up. So what so tell
Well,
me, how does the need what tell me how where does the needle move?
I guess 'cause that mean you gotta understand the Clippers still a pretty good team. I mean they healthy. I mean if you get a healthy Kawhi Leonard, if you could get healthy Kawhi Leonard for the whole season and a healthy Paul George, I mean and with the other guys that got over there, they could make it to the playoffs. But can they make it to that? Can they make it get them over the extra over the hump? You know what I'm saying?
Big brother. Okay. The please explain to me, where does the needle move?
Yo,
Just
listen,
because just
listen.
because Harden
I'm
is
gonna
there.
tell you that. I'm gonna tell you. Pause. Listen, I got my man all access in the building. Dex, talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches premium peak. Shout out to the chat and all of this cacophony that spews out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports Block. And big ups to everybody that's pulling up the Flight Sports TV on this humble free agency extravaganza. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. And we here at Flight Sports TV, from the rooter to the tutor, have personally invited you to a front row seat to this extravaganza, live, up close and personal, here, Flight Sports TV. There's a lot of shaking going on, guys, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of shaking going on. I can hear the reverberation just rippling through the NBA landscape. I'm talking about all the way from Charlotte Hornets to the Los Angeles Clippers, and even up northeast from New York all the way to Sacramento. There's a lot of shaking going on, and the reverberation has sent ripples through the NBA. And you know what, Flight? We just getting started. I'm talking about, this is the impetus. We got a whole lot going on this pre-fall of the free agency market. How teams are scrambling and signing underlines, and we have yet to get to the prime stake of it all. I'm talking about Kobe prime stake, not T-Bone.
Yeah.
We are dealing with the underlines of NBA talent on said teams, like Nikola Vucevic signing $60 million contract extension for 3 years. Congratulations to him and his agents, Billy Duff and Ratty Polovich. And congratulations to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Will not guarantee forward Teran Prince $7.4 million contract for the 2023-24 season. Prince only averaged 10.4 points across 7 NBA seasons, and he will now be a free agent. And that was at 4:55 p.m. Things didn't stop there. They kept rolling. The Sacramento Kings got involved and are picking up Kessler Edwards, $1.9 million team option for the 2023-24 season. The New Orleans Pelicans. I know Sky, excuse my vulgarity. I know Sky do not want to hear this. Wherever you at, Skyler, I know you don't want to hear this. At 9:54 p.m. yesterday, the New Orleans Pelicans and guard Garrett Temple have agreed to an extension to extend the deadline on guaranteeing his $5.4 million contract for the 2023-2024 season to July 7th. So, Sky, there's still hope that Garrett Temple could be separated from the New Orleans Pelicans. You've been wanting this guy out of uniform for the last 2 years, but it's something that's keeping him glued at the Smoothie Center. And I know Sky don't want to hear that. But Sky, I gotta report it. I'm not trying to rub smudge in your face. I'm not trying to spit in your eye. But I gotta report it, Sky. I mean, listen, I'd be disingenuous if I didn't, and my integrity would be questioned. So I have to report it. At 11:27 p.m. yesterday, the Los Angeles Clippers aren't guaranteeing guard Eric Gordon $21 million whopping contract, and he'll become a free agent. Gordon has averaged 16 points on 37% three-point shooting in his 15 lustrous year career. Now, the Lakers have shown some interest, but it's not a vital interest. The Lakers are keen on Brown. They're looking at Brooke Lopez, and you already know the prize of it all, Kyrie Irving.
No, we want Paul.
Yeah. Shout
Oh,
out to
hold on, wait a
Frank.
minute. Well, we got my man Sky in the building.
Oh, Sky, what you got to say
Sky to
about that?
follow up. Yeah.
Man, Gary Timber gonna be gone July 7th, man. We know that.
You sure about that, man?
Man, I'm positive, man. That boy, he gonna be gone in the dump deal. Somebody gonna take him for a dump deal. I know he gone. They ain't even offer I can't even think of that boy name on defense.
Not
Um,
not not your defensive sensation.
Herb Jones. They ain't even
Yeah,
offer
not
him.
your defensive sensation.
But you know that play, man. Come on, man. That's the work in their favor, man.
Oh man.
That you know business, you know that's the working if they gonna see it whatever his offer is and they gonna match it. They already got a number what they willing to pay him. So it just
Now
work in the
that is
team's
true.
favor. Yeah, that
That
work in
is
the
true.
team's favor. Make him unrestricted. If 30 is highest, they'll pay him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sky, can can I ask you the same question
About
that I
what?
was trying to get an answer to?
What?
Harden to the Clippers. Can you please explain to me without KL how does that move the needle, sir?
Man, none of them dudes don't move the needle. I told y'all that the other
Thank
night,
you.
man. Ain't none of them moves that's going on right now from the old
No,
heads moving the
no.
needle.
He don't move no needle. He gonna give you what you can give you, like
Man,
I said before.
man, this is what I'm trying to
No,
tell
no,
you,
no,
man.
no, 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 no. What the reason why the reason why I asked the question is because with Kawhi, with a bruised knee, like his is a bruised knee.
It ain't,
His is an
man,
actual
this what they doing,
bruised
man.
knee.
This what I'm trying to tell you. You looking at the bruised knee and all that, man. You know how the league been getting back at them?
How?
Them boys ain't getting no calls, man. They gonna do them the same thing they did the Lakers. They ain't gonna get no calls. Watch what I tell you. And I'm calling it early. Watch what I tell you.
Oh no, Kawhi ain't getting no
Man, I'm
calls.
talking
No,
about
he not.
all them super teams. They ain't gonna get no calls, man. I'm telling you what they gonna do. Them. They gonna make them. The league gonna force them to break that shit up. Same thing they did the Lakers last year. Force them, man. Gonna
Yeah, I
force
mean
them.
the but Kawhi no Kawhi ain't getting no calls. The only
Man,
one getting calls is Paul George.
man. The point
Paul
I'm
George
getting,
the only one getting calls.
the point I'm getting at is, man. Them people gonna be losing, man. Them people ain't gonna even have a winning record. Them people gonna be below 500. Watch what I tell you.
Hey, hey, I want to ask y'all something. Do you believe that maybe Kawhi's injury is probably his not injury and he's just faking it now? I mean, I don't know. Sometimes
Man.
I seen
No,
stranger
no,
stuff
bone
happen.
bruise. Bone bruise.
Yeah, I
No,
guess you can't.
he
You
was
can't trade
told that
Irving.
at San Antonio. He
Man,
was told he would have to wear a brace for the rest of his career. He told the doctor at San Antonio, I refuse to wear a brace. And then that's when him and Pop got into it, and that was a done deal.
Ain't nothing wrong with a brace. I mean, if you got a wear that's gonna prolong your career, I mean, common sense would tell you, you know what, wear that brace for your knee.
Bruh,
That's what you know.
I Me and you, not the one that need to have that conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
They had that conversation. That was the outcome of that conversation. And then that's when they got into it. And then that was the outcome of that conversation. I once I got that information, I stood back because that was nothing else that needed to be said.
So okay, check it out. Okay, hey Sky, if they break up the Clippers, so shit. If that's the case, if Kawhi don't want to cooperate, so shit. When his contract is out, shit, no team ain't gonna pick him up. He's gonna be out the NBA then. I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
he been done. I mean he
Right,
been done.
I think it's
right.
to the point. I think it's to the point where he don't even care.
No, he don't. He's concentrating on
Yeah,
the
he don't
system.
care.
He's
Man.
concentrating on the system.
Well, he made
We
all
got
his
more
money.
news to report.
Okay,
10:56
well,
a.m. today, the
mhm.
Cleveland Cavaliers are fully guaranteeing forward Cedric Osman $6.7 million contract for the remainder of this season. As source told Adrian Wojnarowski, the 28-year-old veteran has averaged nearly 10 points and shot 35% from three in 6 seasons with the Cavaliers. 4:11 p.m. today, center Andre Drummond has exercised his $3.36 million option to return to the Chicago Bulls. 4:19 p.m. Eastern Time. Forward, big news
That
coming out of
that's
the
his best
Rockies.
option. That's his best
Forward,
option.
forward, Bruce Brown intends to meet with the Dallas Mavericks soon as the opening of free agency begins 6 p.m. on Friday. Source told ESPN Tim McMahon Brown is expected to have several shooters and has not ruled out a return to the champions Denver Nuggets. We all know the Lakers are interested in Brown, and we will see if they can pursue Brown. Now, this is in connection with Bruce Brown at 4:22. This 3 minutes later, the Los Angeles Lakers waived center Mo Bamba and will not pick up the team option on guard Malik Beasley.
Mm.
Source told David McMenamin. However, the Lakers will stay in contact with both players throughout free agency and could try to work out different deals to keep both players with the organization. So once the news was released about Brown able to speak with other teams, the Lakers have immediately dumped those contracts and player option to open up to mid-level exception for Brown, which is approximately around what I think is 12.4 million, and then the Lakers have an additional biannual exception for I think 4.6 million or something around in that ballpark. So they would have approximately $17 million to try to entice some mid-level player to come to their team, and they're targeting Bruce Brown and they're targeting um, what's the old boy named Brooke Lopez for
Well,
those amounts.
yeah, but that the Beasley contract, that's a separate reason why they wasn't with him. That's a separate reason.
Mm. Yeah, he Malik Beasley
Because of
not
the
going
pit
back. They're not picking back on. They're not picking
No,
up.
because of the Pippen situation.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a separate issue.
yeah.
The Mobamba, he wasn't healthy, and to try to swallow 10 million, that's asking a lot right now. So for him not being healthy and to ask to swallow 10, that's asking a lot.
And
So
yeah, Lakers got a lot of problems over there. Hell, we only know about the Austin Reeves situation, and shit, we was talking about this the other night. But
no, no, oh no, no, no. Yeah, you said breaking news, and I'm sorry. I need you to retract that statement, sir. You said breaking news. I need you to retract that statement, sir. You did say breaking news, and I went off of your breaking news.
Hey, I'm just going to what I was saying. I've been following it for quite some time. I mean, it's gonna be some changes in information, so we don't know what they're gonna do.
No, you said breaking news that the Lakers declined his 50 mil. You said breaking news, and I went off of that,
They
and
wasn't giving him that.
I
They
sounded
wasn't
like an
trying to.
ass.
They weren't trying to give him that at first. What you telling me they're giving it to him now? I left it alone after that.
No, I said the Lakers had options if they didn't. If they didn't, they do have replacements and they do have people that they can slide.
Yeah, my question is, do you think they're gonna give him the 50 million? That's all I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna give it to him. If that's what his asking price was.
Okay. At 12.5,
Right.
I say I can honestly say yes, he's worth it
Okay.
because I can slide him from SG to PG. And actually, to be overall honest, I can slide him and Walker from SG, both of them, to PG, and I can let D'Lo and your boy go because I have both of their replacements at SG. I feel, I personally feel I got the replacements at SG, and I can slide both of them to PG.
Yeah. Or and also I'm gonna cover this. Um. Um. Shout out to Toronto, man. They got the I know Flight just covered this. He dropped this not too long ago. To Marquise Noel. Look like they got a good shooter over there. That's gonna make
There
an
you
impact.
go.
Yeah, it's gonna make an impact to the team. Yeah. I go ahead,
Yeah.
Flight.
No,
Yeah.
what you know? What you know about Marquise Noel?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That dude got some handles. For all I seen, he got handles. He got and the jump shot is there. He looked like he had some pretty decent defense too. But we gonna see how he do against the bigger guards.
Right. Did you watch him in the tournament?
Yeah, I
I
saw.
did.
Yeah, I saw a
Who
little bit
did?
of it.
All right.
Yeah.
So you knew who he was?
I did. I
Okay.
did. I looked at him as another coming of Spud and IT. I my thing was
Yeah.
height wise, another
Spud was
defensive
getting up.
liability, another defensive liability, but offense was bananas and crazy. I did give him that, but defensive liability, it, and I hope they work the system to him. But I love the offense. I just hate that he will be a defensive liability. I hope they work the system to his strengths.
Well, you got to
But
see they got experience with undersized guards. You see what happened with Fred VanVleet. They're similar stature. You know, Van Vliet is no Ron Artest.
no. I I'm happy that he has a spot. And notice in the comment that I said 5'8", a spot is a spot. I'm happy that he got a spot because most organizations wouldn't even give him a spot, bro.
Hey,
Now,
maybe
now
it's
you have more. Now you have more options on the table.
yeah.
Because he in the tournament he was a dog. I will give him that. He was a dog in the tournament. I won't take that from him. So most organizations wouldn't have gave him a spot. Now they would have did it for the media time. They would have gave him that, but then they would have phased him out. But
Yeah.
I'm glad he's gonna actually have a shot. That's the difference. He's gonna actually have a clear shot this time.
Just pull up the summer league. You know, he's got a great young player with him too, Grady. You know, it's gonna be some pick and roll. Should be looking crazy.
Right. So that's what I'm happy for it. But now I will say this. I'm what I'm concerned about when he mentioned his top five of short guards, understatue guards, he did not mention
Uh,
Webb,
you
and
didn't even
that's
do
what
your
I'm
homework.
concerned
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Spud Webb was getting up though.
But he did not. No,
I
he
mean,
did not mention Webb, and that's what I'm concerned about. So that goes to show he doesn't know the history of short guards.
no, that's facts. Well, what do you think about that free agency? Because I believe Fred VanVleet is wrapped up in this. I think he's out. I see Fred VanVleet going to Houston, teams like that. I think he's gonna get the bag. Maybe even San Antonio. Somebody's gonna get VanVleet. I don't see him sticking around. Uh, I don't know. I think that the Raptors are going through like a soft rebuild, not a full one though.
They are, but at this point they're trying to see where their original star is going to go. Because remember, he's not their original star, so they're really trying to see what their original star is going to do. Because their original star is really talking about going to Miami. So if
Shut
he
up, rap
stay,
god. I spare book night. I had book night ready to go, but I elected to calm down. You know, we're gonna get to some book night some real soon. Don't worry about it.
Hey, we forgot to cover something. What's going on with the Draymond Green and Damian Lillard? I keep on hearing that they might team up, but if Golden State
Yeah.
might pick Draymond Green back, I've been seeing a lot of headlines on this. I've been trying to, find out some extra stuff I don't know.
Draymond Green and the owner are cool. That's the difference. Everybody is mad that Draymond Green speak his mind on the outside, but Draymond Green and the owner is cool.
I know they
Draymond,
cool. Yeah, yeah, I know that
but
part.
Draymond Green is telling the truth when it comes to CP3, because CP3 is jealous of Steph.
Oh yeah, I
He
forgot to know.
is.
Hey, Jim, now let me say this right quick. I forgot to cover something. Now, the fight that happened between in practice with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, I happened to get some information.
Hmm.
It was a possibility that he was talking. Jordan Poole was talking shit, but you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna get the contract extension, then you're gonna get traded to Sacramento. That was like
Hmm.
the shit they talking in practice. Then Draymond Green, I guess took offense to it, be like, it got heated, and I guess that's when the punch got thrown at him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Oh, you must have already noticed something. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah. So I'm not the only one then that found all this information. Okay,
Hmm.
so I said, oh, now I see why they got traded. Like Jordan Poole got traded now to Washington. I mean Washington, yeah, the Washington, yeah. So that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah, yeah, because that would have been a locker room problem. So yeah,
But see, at that time when Poole first got there, Poole was talking greasy because
yeah.
the way he was talking,
Hmm.
he wanted the he wanted the Splash Brothers broken up. He
He
wanted
want
them broken up,
he
and
wanted a
that
bigger
wasn't
role.
gonna happen.
He wanted
Yeah,
a bigger role. That's what happened, right?
and that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
He was talking greasy out the gate. That's why everybody was going to Draymond, saying, "Man, tell him to shut up. Tell him to shut up." Draymond like, "Hell, I like the way he talking. He getting y'all energy back flowing. He getting that hunger back out y'all. I ain't telling him nothing."
Yeah, man. So yeah, Golden State. I don't think they're going. I don't think they got enough to win a title this year. Maybe I might be wrong, but I don't see it. I mean, I mean, you only missing Jordan Poole to get Draymond back. That should still be okay. Like I said, almost Andrew Wiggins got his man back right. You know what I'm saying? And so he won't have the same situation that happened to him last season with his, guess, female companion at home that threw his game off. You know.
Wiggins
Yeah.
is the same like Cat. It's the emotions off of the court that is affecting him on the court. It's
Yeah, yeah,
still the
yeah.
same problem.
Yeah, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, Wiggins is a beast. You know what I'm saying? We saw that last year because he's the main reason why they won the title last year. You know?
I'm not gonna give him that.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not
but
gonna use the phrase beast with him.
let's be real though, man. Steph Curry had them off games. Wiggins did come through when it mattered most. So we got to give him that.
But Wiggins is a good fourth option on a team. I cannot use the phrase beast when it comes to Wiggins. He is a good fourth option on a team. When you
He,
have him as the number one or number two option, he folds like toilet paper.
he plays defense too. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Deny that.
That's not what I'm saying, big brother. When he is not a good first or second option on a team. You said beast. When you say beast on a player, that means they are a great first or second option on a team.
Hey, for somebody that's a fourth option to give you 25, 30 in the playoffs, man, I mean, needed that. I mean, I don't know what else you call it.
You said that's a good fourth option, huh?
Yeah, it's a good ass fourth option. You ask me, Dex.
I wouldn't
You
call
know, we
him.
got more news. We got more news.
I, w- I wouldn't call him a beast.
What we got? What's the news, Dex? What news you got now?
Yeah, we got a 4:55 Eastern Standard Time. All times are theater standard times. Star guard James Harden is picking up his 35.6 million option with the Philadelphia 76ers. But the two sides are beginning to work together and exploring trade scenarios. Source told ESPN Adrian Wojnarowski, another Wolves bomb, the Los Angeles Clippers and the New York big fucking nut Knicks are expected to be among the teams to engage on a potential trade
Oh, Frank,
regarding
happy about that?
James Harden.
No, you had to put all the extra stuff on it, man. Damn. The New York Knicks, one of the most prestigious franchises in all of sports.
Well, that's what they call them. Either the big nut Knicks or the big nut Giants.
I guess so. Well,
I'm just saying that's what they call them in the streets now. Like, come on now.
oh yeah.
I know a whole lot of New Yorkers. Now, staying with New York. Staying with New York, 8 minutes after that Woj bomb with James Harden in a Knicks connection or marriage, depending on how you want to say it. 5:03 p.m. The New York Knicks signed guard Josh Hart has exercised his $12.9 million option for the season of 2023-24 season.
Oh wow. It's I don't even
So
know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know even know what to say about that one. Uh,
Good call.
so how do that fit in? Josh Hart, James Harden,
Hmm.
R.J. Barrett,
Mm.
Jalen Brunson.
No, wait a minute. You adding too many people. Some, J, R.J. Barrett is the odd man out. I think he goes to Philly. They. I mean, I hate to break the news, but R.J. Barrett is being shopped. You know, whenever you try, they willing to move him. Last year they wasn't one trying to do it. They ready to let go of him now. It's been a while. He's never going to be a number one option. It's time to move on.
Wait, Flay, he just developed. He
No,
finally
I
just
know,
blossomed.
I understand, but he's not a number one option. So if you can get a Paul George, a Zach LaVine, I say you go for it.
But
We
wait,
we we, we
he
watched
just
him along.
blossomed.
Listen, what's Blossom? Can we give him the listen? Wait a minute, stop. Can we give him the basketball and he deliver for us?
I mean, fine. I mean, hell,
No,
fine,
it's
man.
no,
Hold
stop.
on.
He can't.
You
So we need
can't.
to get somebody. So we need to get somebody we could give the ball to and get the hell out the way and deliver the goods. That's what we need in New York. We don't
RJ
have that.
Barrett, RJ Barrett needs two picks to put in both of his eyelids to keep his eyes up so he can be focused on basketball.
Yes.
The man,
He's
the man look like he is on some serious hash
he's not
coming from
trash.
north. Coming,
He
no, not he's not trash. I said hash coming from the north. I'm talking about across the border.
Wait. So when I said this during the playoff, you grabbed 245s and shot me twice. But so the flight you can't talk both sides of your mouth now.
Hey, Jim, I told you that they RJ Barrett is going shopping, man. I'm surprised that we ain't hear nothing about Julius Randle yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
he needs to
flight
give
shot
him
me
some.
with 245s during these playoffs.
No, I mean, yeah, in the play. Listen, he's cool, but if they could get Zach Levine, let's do it.
But flight,
Okay,
no,
flight.
but hold on,
Stay
you
with
shot
flight.
me twice.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
that
shot
flight
me
will shoot you now.
twice.
Flight will shoot you over them Knicks. But listen, flight. Check this out. What
yeah,
is
he
the
don't know what
trade
he's talking
package?
about with the Knicks. Yeah,
What is
this
the
guy don't
trade?
know what the hell he's talking about. Go ahead.
What is the trade package for the Knicks? What do they give up to secure Zach Levine or James Harden?
Oh
Who's
man,
in the
that's
trade
easy.
package?
Oh, that's easy. We giving R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel quickly, and maybe a first round pick or so, or something like that. Maybe one of them Dallas picks. We got endless amount of picks, so this is easy.
Well,
This gonna be a clean sweep. They just need
okay.
to be ready to do the. Let me tell you. Oh, stop. If the Knicks wanted to get Harden right now, they could. The Knicks right now is under new management. We all know the deal. They're not giving
How
up.
new is this new management now? Because
Well,
they've been
listen,
there for a minute.
no, yeah, but they're doing a hell of a job. Shout out Leon Rose. He's been doing a hell of a
Oh my
job since he's been hired. Scott Perry, Scott Perry, Worldwide Wesley, William Wesley.
Man,
They're
it's
doing, man.
bananas.
New ownership can not part of me. New management came in, and Dolan. They done pushed Dolan to the side, and
That's a
he's been
good
doing a
thing.
good job. And what I don't like about Dolan is they try to act like he the worst owner, and he's not. You know, um,
They
it's
tied
crazy.
Dolan in the closet. That's what happened with Dolan.
Dolan, ain't nothing wrong with Dolan, man.
Okay, but okay, let's get away from that. Let's get more into to the players on the court.
I
Now,
Yeah.
Flight,
disagree.
you didn't know that your boy, new
Uh-huh.
Long Island finest, Tobias Harris, is on
Oh, come
shaky
on.
grounds in Philly, right?
Listen, man. I
So
don't mess with Tobias Harris, man. He trash.
okay, you abandoned him. Okay, you abandoned him. But listen, Obi Toppin is still. I mean, Tobias Harris, Obi Toppin. I mean, what's going on here? Could there be a swap? Could Tobias Harris come back home to the Big Apple?
Oh man.
I mean, I don't know.
You thought about that?
I don't want him to get Tobias, man. We got to get something better. Now. We got to get a real number one option, man. We can't get these counterfeits. We got to get the real deal. We got to get Zach Levine. Get
So
Zach.
wait, like
Oh,
you
it's
saying
more
Zach
players
Levine is the
too.
number one option? Really?
Listen, for the New York Knicks, yes.
I
He
mean,
listen,
Trey Julius and RJ
man. Get him the hell
for
out of here. Yes, do. Do they need
and
anything else?
Okay, what Gemini? What is package? What's your package, Gemini?
Trey Randall and RJ in the first round pick.
Wow.
Sounds good.
For who?
That's easy.
For
That's
for
nothing.
Zach for Zach.
For Zach?
Yeah, that could work.
I mean,
Yeah,
Zach is still young.
For
Yeah.
Zach.
But Zach trying to get to LA from where I'm here. From what I hear,
Yeah.
he's trying to get to LA somehow, some way.
Yep.
I
If he
would
can't get to
prefer
LA,
him
ain't nothing wrong with New York.
Yeah, but I would prefer him LA, but I don't see that happening.
I don't see
So
it happening either. I think LA is hell bent on Kyrie for some reason. They locked in on that guy.
no, hell no, to the no,
And,
hell to the
and,
no,
and LeBron, if
hell
LeBron's still
no,
there, you gotta make sure his boy
to
get
the
there.
no.
I mean, listen, We're going to explore Kyrie later. That's going to be a little later on in the show. We're going to explore Kyrie.
Not to
Hopefully, no
LA.
panic.
Not to
Ho-
LA. You high.
Hopefully, no panic
You
will
on that
show up
blue
by
magic.
then
You
because
on that blue magic.
he is the Kyrie guy. I mean, if you want to know about Kyrie, no panic is that guy. He's almost like Kyrie's uh, belt buckle.
And
Now,
Dex, you and him on that blue magic. Not to
listen,
LA.
I want Kyrie in
Y'all,
LA. You don't want him. I want him in LA
you on that blue
because
magic.
when
The
you
numbers don't work.
listen, Jim and I, we're not going to explore him just yet. I will bring him up later, and we're going to go all in and crash out on Kyrie, but not just yet. We have some other things to kind of to tickle our fancy. Okay, we already spoke about the New Orleans Pelicans have declined their 1.8 million option on forward Herb Jones and making him a restricted free agent. And Sky came in because we got boots on the ground in New Orleans.
They're
Of
working
course,
on
you
the
got Gemini
extension.
too, but they're working on the extension. I agree with that. They're going to let the market place his value. So that way, David Griffin and company, Trajan Langdon, won't overpay for Herb Jones' service because they can match anything out there. So
Hmm.
they're playing a good game with Herb Jones. I agree. But when is what's your name? Trey Murphy. When do he come up? Don't he come up at the same time Trey Jones?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
they already secure Trey Murphy?
Man,
Because I'm not
no,
sure on that.
no. That's the overall problem, and that's why they're trying to get one of them on the books at this point. They're trying to get at least one of them on the books.
Herb Jones, man, that should be signing him though. I don't think we. I think this New Orleans Pelicans should be signing him though. If they,
You said
No,
who?
that
that's
should.
why they're trying to get one of them on the books right now. They're trying
Mm-hmm.
to at least have one of them on the books because the overall problem they was gonna run into three players
Oh, okay.
and have three-player problem. They was about to run into a three-player problem.
Who's those three
Zion,
players, Gemini?
it was gonna be. Hold on. Let me pull
Okay,
up
we
their
know
roster.
Jones, we know Murphy. Who's the third player?
I'm pulling up their roster right now. I'm sorry, I'm not a Pelicans fan. I'm
Yeah,
only trying.
do you think it's Hayes?
I think it is Hayes, but Hayes is actually I think it is Hayes. Let
And
me
you still got Kyra Lewis as well. That's in the wings.
No, but I think he was gonna be fall the following year. I think he was gonna fall the following year.
But okay. So they talk well, Herb Jones, I guess he must be a priority because
Yes.
they digging at him first. Because him and Trey came in the same year and Kyra came in a couple of years before that. So maybe they holding Kyra out for now and making their priority Herb Jones, and then their second priority might be Trey Murphy the third.
Okay. I know it's Jones because I have to look at all their names. Hayes. Murray. And Lindell.
But Dale, I'm not familiar with him.
That's the one that was that's just healed up from a knee problem.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm quite sure they're not really barking
They're
at
not
him.
balking, but he was projected to have a good year, but then he wound up having a knee problem. So
Oh, okay.
they was projecting for him to have a real great year, but then he wound up having a knee injury. So that was the all that was supposed to have a real a real problem in paying everybody all at one time. That was going to be a major headache.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
So they trying to knock down their headaches before it become a real bad migraine.
Well, congratulations to agent Jeff Schwartz of Excellent Basketball. He have niched his client in a multi-million-dollar deal to keep him a part of a growing franchise that have finally surfaced since around 2007. And that is the Sacramento Kings. Forward Harrison Barnes, former member of the Golden State Warriors and champion, a key part of the franchise rise into Western Conference contention, has agreed on a new 3-year, $54 million contract extension.
Wow.
So congratulations to Harrison Barnes. He will remain a Sacramento King for at least 3 years.
Man, Harrison Barnes was robbing them boys at one point. Man, don't say that, man. Man, don't say that like that. Boys was robbing them
He
boys
said
for a couple
54
of
million.
years,
Hey,
man.
that can't be real. That's for real. $54 million that you said?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Man, that can't
Don't
be
get me
true.
wrong.
I don't know.
No. It's a good contract now, but for
Yeah.
a couple of seasons, he was robbing them boys. He really was. He was robbing them boys. He was not producing. He was robbing them boys. He was doing just like Wiggins. He was robbing them boys.
I
Don't don't
don't.
don't make it sound like he was leaving it all on the court, man. That and that's what I mean. Just stop sounding like fanboys and just spit facts. These players was not giving it they all on the court. Yeah, just keep it real and funky. A lot of these players was giving the average on the court, and they was not giving it their all, but
I
they
mean,
was getting paid as if they was. Barnes was one of those players that was actually playing out of position because he was down as a power forward, but he really is a small forward. But on paper, he was a power forward. So yes, that's my only pushback to that. But now since he's playing small forward again, now he's playing right. Yes, I'll give it that. Am I happy that he got the contract and getting paid? Yes. The numbers are matching up. Yes.
hey, look at it. Kawhi is robbing the Clippers, man. He said he getting paid all that money not to play. That must be nice.
He said that
I
must
mean,
be nice.
hell, KD the same way. With
Oh
all the
man.
games that KD has missed, and just like we pointed out a couple of days ago, the-
He said,
with
and he said this about KD. He see him try to miss no games. At least he didn't try to miss one. I mean, let's give him that.
bruh, come
We got
on.
some Ben Simmons news. Ben Simmons update.
Oh no! Go ahead with the Ben Simmons.
LSU, Baton Rouge,
Hmm.
overhyped player ever that came out of LSU.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, this is according to the Associated Press. Hot
Hmm.
off the press. Breaking news, Light Sports TV. Ben Simmons won't play for Australia this summer at the Basketball World Camp, with the Brooklyn Nets guard instead focusing on his recovery from injuries. The Australian Basketball Federation announced Thursday on Twitter that Simmons and the Nets had informed the organization that he would be unavailable. Ben needs more time to focus on his rehab, and he looks forward to being a part of the Boomers in the future. Basketball Australia said, "We wish Ben all the best in recovery."
He didn't
Simmons
play
was
those other
limited to,
years
hold on, bro.
neither.
Let me finish, bro. Let me finish, please. Don't rudely interrupt. Simmons was limited to 42 games in his first full season with the Nets and didn't play after the All-Star break. The team announced in late March that he had a nerve impingement in his back and would begin a rehabilitation program. R.I.P. Ben Simmons.
You can't be kidding me, man. Oh no.
He didn't play those other years. He didn't.
Now,
He didn't.
Oh
Now, the
no.
number one pick in the 2016 draft had also missed 15 games earlier in the season with left knee soreness as he struggled to stay healthy after missing all of 2021-22 season. Australia won bronze in the 2020 Olympics, its first medal in men's basketball. Oh, mighty achievement for Ben in this country.
Oh my goodness. That sounds like a funeral. Oh man.
Right, but he didn't play in those summer games. He played in the Olympic game, but he didn't play in that summer game.
It sound like a craziness going on. It look like one of those mental things he going through. Uh-oh.
No,
I'm
before he
just
claimed the MH though, but before he claimed the MH, he didn't play in that summer. Um, the 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 same summer game, he didn't play in it, Be- and that's before he claimed the MH.
Oh yeah.
With him saying that he won't play in it now is no hit or miss because he didn't play in it before, but he did
All right.
play in the Olympic for them. He did.
Okay. We gonna see if he gonna be available for the season. If he don't, then we already know he gonna be claiming the same thing. We already know about already. Yeah.
Well, the coach is moving him to power forward. Now, if the coach wind up sending him home again, like he did at last season,
Well, he don't got Doc Rivers this time. He got the other coach. What the coach?
right?
Who the coach?
But
Yeah.
but but this coach is moving him to power forward.
Which that's what he should have been there in the first place. I mean, if you ask me.
Well, I felt
I mean, you see.
with the intangibles that he has, I felt that they was using his intangibles to the max, which they was using him at his peak. So I they maximized him as much as they could at that point. So having him at PG, they peaked him already. Now it is time to move him to power forward. Now, is he a power forward? No, he didn't already peaked already. So now it's time to send him home.
Well, who they gonna send him home to? Where you
No,
gonna go?
no, 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 no. It's time to send him home.
Oh, out the NBA permanently. Yeah.
I I utilizing a player to their peak, I agree with. But it's till he peak. Now you're just holding a spot for another player.
Yeah, send him
From
home.
I'm sorry, from another player.
Yeah, send him home. You're right because, like I said, you remember what we talked about the other day. We It's like, well, you as an individual player, you would think that you would be in the gym in the off season with your shooting coach, and I don't know they got mental health things for players now. And that's something that you could get taken care of, but it's about do you really want to do it as an individual player since you can pay all that money to get your game up in the off
Okay,
season.
all
You
right.
know, but if he,
Who,
but like I say, if he don't want to do that, they need to send his ass home and get somebody else in
unstoppable.
there.
Unstoppable. Please help me, sir. Sign and trade him where, sir?
Yeah, where's he going? I don't see him going nowhere. Shit.
Sign and trade him where, sir? Give me a destination. Because he didn't already peaked. Sign and trade him where? He supposedly he works on this jumper every summer, but doesn't use it in any game. So sign and trade him where? What team? Who do you think is going to take this man?
Man, he's 6'11". Somebody say he think because he's six foot
No,
eleven.
6'10.
Somebody, I
6'10.
mean, well, he's 6'10" with a what's his wingspan? I forgot 7'5"
Seven
wingspan,
one.
7'1"
Seven
wingspan.
seven
Okay,
one wingspan.
yeah. So, I mean, somebody can pick him up. I mean, he'll be good defensively though for some team if they're gonna pick him up. Say, I mean, for his height.
He is a good passer. I give him that. But once he stamped himself MH, now that's a totally different dynamic.
Yeah, the MH then that's gonna. Yeah.
We're
How does
talking about Chicago Bulls trades. Okay, bro. I'm talking about to Slim. Oh, you're talking about to Slim in the contract. My bad. Yeah, Kristen Wood. To Dallas. I mean, from Dallas. Yeah. Yes, I can see him as a Chicago Bull. Yeah, now that I can see. Yeah, yeah.
How do you see Christian Woods at the Chicago Bulls when they just signed Vooch to a 3 year, 60 million, and they still have DeMar DeRozan? What you saying that Chicago is going to get rid of some more dead weight and bring in
No,
Christian Woods?
no. That Chicago needs a starting power forward. So yes, unstoppable is right because um Zach is a small forward. So Wood is a power forward.
You
They
don't think they're
have
going
their
to move
center.
over Vooch to the power now since they signed him for 3 years and and Andre Drummond has opted in, so he's going to be on the roster. He
No,
starts
Drummond
center
as a
and
backup. No, Drummond as a backup. Drummond is a backup. Drummond has only been performing as a backup for the last 3 years.
I know,
Drum,
but Gemini, Drummond is a backup, right? But he could be a starter. Now the thing of it is that Vooch just signed for 3 years, so I'm quite sure Vooch do not want to play the center because that's what he's been griping about for the past 2 seasons. That he's been limited playing the center in that style of offense. He would preferably play the power so he can roam a little more and won't be responsible for protecting the rim. You know what I'm saying? That donut, and leave that responsibility to a actual center who is skilled in that arena.
he's too slow to play power. He's too slow to play power. That
Mm.
and condition wise, okay, play players that are fast and complain about playing center. I agree with their argument, but I'm sorry, players that are quick, that are centers that complain about being the center, I agree with their argument. But players that are slow that complain about being the center are complaining for no reason.
Oh, okay.
You're the last one up the floor, but you're complaining about being the center.
Interesting. Now, what's
Help
your
me
take
make
on?
that make sense.
Okay, that's interesting. I can walk with you on that. Now, what your take is on the Heat being interested in Christian Woods as well?
I
that would
can
help
see
out.
that. I
That,
can see that.
that would help
I
Bam
can see that.
Adebayo out. You know what I'm saying? That would help him out tremendously.
Uh huh.
Be- because that will actually give the guy that they just drafted that that will give them a chance to move him to the small forward position rather than make him a undersized power forward. So actually, that will work. That will actually work. The guy from UCLA that they just drafted,
Yeah,
that
Hawkins
will work.
Jr.
That will work. That will actually work. But here's my overall question about Wood. Is he an unrestricted free agent? If he
First,
But okay, let's talk about this real quick, because a lot of times we get the notion that these pundits and beat writers and analysis and TV commentators know what the fuck they're talking about. Now, they all year long they claim that Miami was a sore eye in offense, right? But Miami
I wouldn't
finished
say
in
that.
the top four in points differential. Denver was one, Boston was two, Lakers was three, and Miami was four. And these were the final four of the NBA playoff scavenger hunt, correct?
Hmm.
So where did the narrative come out that Miami's not scoring?
I just said Miami needed a power forward. That was all I said about Miami. Miami needed a power forward and a backup center. That's all I said about Miami.
Now,
As far
now, be it these are postseason stats, but that goes to show you that the regular season narrative is thrown out the window when the new season began or the extended season began. And Miami ranked up out of how many teams? 20 teams that entered into the pre-postseason and the postseason. The Miami Heat ranked fourth in point differential as far as scoring. How do teams flip the switch like that?
I mean, really, with the way the the only reason the only real reason why Miami was able to stall out and I'm going to be precise with my verbiage. The only real reason why Miami was able teams were able to stall Miami out is because they was able to concentrate directly on Miami where you could not concentrate on them all season. Just like Boston was able to be stalled out, you was able to concentrate on Boston more during the playoffs. The same thing with Denver, the same thing with the Lakers. You was able to concentrate on every team more during the playoffs. Be, and Miami had two injuries that normally, but Victor normally doesn't contribute like that,
Shout out to Devastating.
and that's why I'm actually mad that he took his player option. Um, because actually, even though I hate to say this about Vic, he is not
Salute to Basil.
the Indiana Victor that he was. He is not that player no more. He is honestly not that player no more. So
I can agree. I can agree with that.
but the injury that the one finger injury that happened to Miami actually hurt them the most to their shooting. But
Salute to
other than for
Basil.
that, but Miami always that this whole season missed a power forward and a backup center this whole entire season. That is what Miami has
Thank you,
missed
CWE.
this whole entire season. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, and I just find that interesting how, see, because the reason why I bring this up is because this is how Vegas plays us. You know what I'm saying? You know, they have their cronies sitting in these high chairs with makeup on their face and talking to the camera with a straight face and straight lying to us. They're saying what we're seeing is not right. Shout out to Basil for $20 super chat. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. What we're seeing is not right.
Appreciate you, Basil, with your $20 super chat. He says, I'm ready for free agency. We all are. Make sure y'all pull up tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is. What is it, Dex? Is it 6 p.m.?
6 p.m.
Yeah,
East
6.
Coast time. East Coast time.
Make sure y'all pull up. It's going to be a movie.
Yeah, so in my conclusion, thank you, Flight. In my conclusion is that this is why we have to see the game for what it is, not for what old media wants to tell us, not what mainstream wants to tell us. And this is why I represent the break from the norm. And sometimes I sound crazy because what I'm echoing is not popular because it's not being paraded on mainstream media, which is the conglomerate that spews out all the narratives, right? They have a sprawling effect on the masses. And this is how Vegas plays us. Because like I said, how in the hell you flip the switch like that and become a positive team in the extended season practically across the board? Now, we can understand Denver because Denver's the champs. We can understand that. We can even understand, to some degree, Boston Celtics based on their pedigree since the last 5 years. But the Los Angeles Lakers and the Miami, come on now. Come on now. Now, let's look at this right here. Let's look at this narrative. And I want you guys to chime in a second, but this let me lay out the foundation real quick, right? Soon as this thing pops off. Now look at this. Offensive leader. We talk so much shit about Kawhi and his deficits and his injuries and his injury flaws. But Kawhi led the league in scoring with a whopping 34.5 points per game. Can you believe that? And we don't talk about that part. How great that he is and what an impact that he have, but he just have to be on the floor more. Anthony Davis, right? The bubble wrap guy, the fragile guy, led the league in rebounds, 14.1. Trae Young, the shot chucker, most call him a glorified shot chucker. Most call him a selfish player. He led the league in assists. Yes.
Is this playoff stats? I just want to be on the same page with you. Is this the playoff stats?
Yeah, the playoffs. Yes, the playoffs. He led. Remember I said the second season, the extended season. So that's a whole nother season. So he led the league in assists at 10.2 during his run. Anthony Davis again, Mr. Bubble Wrap, Mr. Fragile, led the league in blocks, 3.1 blocks per game. Stephen Curry, we already know the 3 points made. He averaged 4.4. So that's nothing that we surprised at. But De'Aaron Fox, the no D guy, just a one-trick pony, according to a lot of narratives out there that's sprawling throughout the NBA landscape, and especially YouTube, led the league in steals. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting the postseason or the extended season is because this is where the grits are at, right? This is where you become crowned. This is where you step your game up to the very next level. Regular season is in one city, out the next. Into the next city, out the next, right? But this is where you focus, you concentrate, and you gear down and you dig your foxhole, and you come out with your foray. And these are some of the narratives that have been far. Well, I won't go that far because then I'm being a little too strict. But these are the narratives that plague these players and hamper their popularities to some degree.
I
when
got pushback.
you do not highlight their impact in postseason play.
Oh, I got pushback. I got pushback. Oh, I got
Yes, sir.
pushback.
Come on.
I I got pushback on KL. Here's why I got pushback on KL. K, KL not only set out the whole entire season, pretty much, the whole entire season, then gave me one funky butt game in the playoff, and didn't come back. One funky butt game, and getting paid over 100 something mil for the whole season. So not only did I additionally have to pay him 60 something thousand for that one playoff game, I had to give him over 100 and something mil for the season, and you gave me one funky butt game, one
Okay, I
funky
feel you
butt
on that.
game.
But let me share this with you.
Uh
Anthony
huh.
Edwards. Anthony Edwards. Did you know he averaged north of 30 in the postseason, even though it was a one series? North of 30. Isn't that spectacular for Anthony Edwards? He averaged more than Jokic.
Ant Ant Man leaves his soul out. That not that. Okay, so replace KL with Ant Man then. And then and give it to me like that, and I'll digest it better.
Yeah. Okay,
I,
what about Anthony Davis in this playoff run? People call him soft. People call him bubble wrap. You know what I'm saying?
no,
People
no,
call him
no,
fragile.
no. Okay, what what they what they in turn mean by that is what what
Let me
I
hold on before you answer. Before you answer, let me give context to it. He
okay.
averaged more blocks and more rebounds than the current MVP of the league.
I dig that. I dig that. What what I take what they mean really mean by that is he doesn't like to bang, but he never did. He's a power forward. He doesn't like to bang with centers. He's always been a power forward, and that's what the media and remember, Dex, I said this from the first time I hopped on here. He didn't even play like that with Kentucky. He didn't
Well,
play
but we
like
already
that
know
with
Kentucky
here in
is a systematic offense because
right,
a lot
but
of players come out of
right.
Kentucky. Yeah, a lot of players come out of Kentucky, whether it was Tubby Smith was a coach, or what's the guy before Tubby Smith?
But he didn't play like that here as a Pelican.
I forgot the coach.
He played the Pelicans. Prime example, the Pelicans. When he was a Pelican, he was listed as a power forward, right? He was listed as a power forward. He was drafted as a power forward. It was the organization, the brother who was over the organization that was trying to demand that he play center. He said no. It was a private meeting that the brother made public. Now the brother demanded that he play center. He said no. I was drafted as a power forward. I even made the All Star game as a power forward. I'm gonna say as a power forward. Draft a center. The brother made that meeting public. Okay, they fell out behind that. So then that's why he demanded a trade. He goes to the Lakers. Yes, LBJ is getting older. We all can attest to that. Palinka get it in his mind, and Magic was trying to tell Palinka then, do not try to slide LBJ and LeBron. Just run LBJ less minutes and run it that way. Palinka get it in his mind. No, I'ma slide
AD and LeBron. I'm just gonna slide them over. I ain't gonna run them less minutes. I'm gonna slide both of them over. That's what the big beef is. That's why this time AD said, "Nah, I'm gonna make it public. I don't want to play center, but I guess if the organization is asking me to do it, I guess I could do it, but I ain't happy with it." He's making it public now. See, see, see how it's being told now. See the difference in the articulation now. And that's the difference. Because if this is the case, because remember, me and you had a heated debate about this, and it was literally where you were saying he's the center by default. And I was like, no, he's not the center by default. Because if that is honestly the case, I literally said, well, hell, KD is the center by default. Giannis is the center by default. That would be the same default. They're all 7 footers. That would be the same default.
Now we know that the Minnesota Timberwolves haven't really did much in the free agency market thus far. Do you expect them
Hmm.
to ratchet up the tension to get involved, or you feel that they're comfortable where they at because they have made the playoffs in back-to-back seasons?
I think the Timberwolves actually went in a panic. I think one of the executives with the Timberwolves, honestly, went in a panic mode, pulled the trigger on the wrong trade. Um, on the Rudy Gobert trade, they pulled the wrong trigger. Honestly, now they're trying to figure out how they're gonna save themselves. That's why they didn't let Nas Reed go in free agency. I think now what's gonna wind up happening, either they're gonna trade Rudy or they're gonna trade Cat. I honestly think that's about to happen. They're either gonna trade Rudy or they're gonna trade Cat. Now the smart thing overall would be trading Rudy and moving Cat back to center. That was the dumbest trade they ever did. Was getting was getting Rudy. Rudy is too slow to be so thin. And what's really gonna hurt their soul is when they play Victor. That's gonna hurt their soul. Because that's gonna really expose how dumb that trade was. I hate to say it that way, but I'm gonna say it with my chest. That's about to really show them how dumb that trade was.
But did they trade? But did they pick up Rudy for his offense though?
On the defensive,
I'll give you the slow part. I mean,
no,
obviously.
I'm
I
I'm
mean,
I'm saying defensive wise, is really gonna show
really?
them how dumb that trade was. Defensive wise, it's gonna show them how dumb that trade was.
You saying
Rudy
he's slow on defense?
It's gonna show them how dumb that trade was defensive wise. It's gonna show them how dumb that trade was.
Because let's be honest, guys. Willie Gobert is a damn good defensive guy that could protect the rim. He's a rim protector. So why
He
would you give it the
he
rim protector?
he was losing a step in Utah. He was losing a step in Utah. Just be honest.
Yeah, I don't agree that it was a viable trade that that was advantageous. But I
To
mean,
give up
the
five
list of
picks, to
yeah.
give up 5 picks,
Well, who needed more, the Wolves or the Jazz?
the
Who was
the
hurting?
Jazz needed more.
Yeah,
The Jazz needed more than the Timberwolves. The Jazz needed more because the Jazz needed a more of a rebuild. The Jazz needed more. You had Engel, you had Rudy. I'm I you you had you had more older players on the Jazz than you had on the Timberwolves at the time. I'll say it that way. You had more older players on the Jazz than you had on the Timberwolves at the time.
at the time of the trade, I guess.
Yes.
Shout out Ball Facts. Appreciate Ball Facts stopping through. He says Kyrie bet not. LOL.
Yeah,
So
well,
so
who's putting that rumor? Oh, go ahead and finish that up, bro. I'm gonna get on the
so
Kyrie
so so
situation.
so so, so literally at that point, you had the Utah Jazz was hurting so bad to where the only thing you had going for you that you could have honestly stated within that trade, you had a defensive player of the year in Rudy Gobert. We're asking for that trade. As far as anything else with Rudy Gobert name on it, there's nothing else besides his name that you could say. Defensive player of the year. And it wasn't even for that year.
Yeah, not that year that he got traded.
Because he was getting slower. There was people on his team. You couldn't even trade him with another player from your team, not even with your 3-point specialist. That would have made that trade more spicier.
I agree. He wasn't very marketable as far as trying to use for leverage, regardless of any type of trade situation.
So and I'm looking at their games. I'm honest to be totally honest. I honestly feel the Timberwolves traded for the wrong player. I would have asked for Spider first. I would have asked for Spider. I would have kept Towns at center. I would have asked for Spider. I would have teamed them up with Spider, Towns, and Edwards. That would have been my team.
Yeah, I would have
And,
loved to see that.
and there ain't no way I would have kept Spider on that team. Ain't no way I would let him wind up in Cleveland. You asked for 5 picks. You asked for 5 picks. Ain't no way I'm letting Spider go to Cleveland.
Shout out Ball Facts. He says I really like Kyrie as a player, but if he doesn't win a ring without LeBron, his legacy won't be all that. I'm pulling for him, but he starting to look toxic to a team. Shaking my head because he cold.
Say it again,
Yeah, man.
ball facts. Say
Yeah,
it
he's
again,
definitely
ball
a
facts.
problem.
Say it
Uh,
again, ball facts. Say it
Yeah,
again.
who's putting this out
Shout
that
out to Ball Facts.
it's a very good possibility that he will be a part of the Suns roster.
No, he met
Wait, wait,
he
wait,
did
wait, wait, wait. Hold
he
on.
met
Back
with
up,
the
back up.
owner.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up. How in the hell did we get to Kyrie?
I miss chiming in. My bad.
Oh my God.
Nah, I don't
Okay,
like
listen.
it.
Let's pause on
I,
Kyrie. Let's talk
yeah, cause
about
it's gaslighting. Yeah, that's what I wanted to
let,
pick up.
let,
But we'll
let's
come back. Yeah.
yeah, we definitely gonna come back to Kyrie. But what about Fred VanVleet? What is his rate as a restricted free agent in this market? I mean, could Dallas secure him for the Toronto Raptors?
What is Dallas getting?
That I would
in a
not
Fred
know.
VanVleet.
That I would not know. This is why I'm posing the question.
Ooh, boy.
No, Dallas would have to give up something because he's restricted. Toronto would have to gain something.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why are you going after VanVleet? I mean, you're going after him for what?
Because we thinking or assuming or speculating that
Hmm.
Kyrie
Hmm.
will depart. Not trying to get on Kyrie. Not right now. We
Yeah.
don't juice
No,
Kyrie up.
no. Yeah,
'Cause we got a whole
even with
lot
that
coming.
empty. Yeah, no. Even with that spot empty, um, you tried for another offensive player before. I mean, things are not really working out. You're gonna go for another offensive minded player. I mean, if you are gonna go for an offensive minded player, this the best you can do right now.
But Fred VanVleet,
Yeah,
No, them really was working. No, hold on, wait. Them really was working, but
yeah,
then in turn, what you did when Dimwitty was working, then y'all took the ball out of Dimwitty's hand, which was the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and you tried to turn him into the SG.
yeah.
So
Tried
why
to-
why when it was working you turned them into the shooting guard? Why? It was
Greed.
working.
That's the only explanation I can come up with. Just pure greed.
And I mean
and then
uh, go
well,
ahead, go ahead.
I was just going to say that you know I think a lot of these deals are probably already done. I mean, I just have a feeling that a lot of these deals are done. They're spinning us. They're sending
Yeah,
us on a
yeah,
merry-go-round. And
yeah.
the reason why I feel this way because I was watching Victor Wembanyama's Instagram, and then from watching his Instagram, another suggestion came up on my Instagram that spun me to another channel. And Victor in the gym by himself shooting. Of course, somebody was filming him, but I mean, he's about no other Spurs players in the
Yeah.
gym by himself. And do you know how good that damn Spurs uniform look on that man? Like, how in the hell did they get all those measurements and everything that damn fast? To put him in a uniform that is so contoured to his body, he do not look like a pencil
what
No,
trying to throw
what
a grape into the
does,
ocean.
does does he
no.
have a
But that
number? What number is it gonna be?
Damn, I forgot his number. I think one. I think he's number one.
no, but the measurements come from the measurements come from the old team. They can get the measurements easy from the old uniform.
But you
That part
grow.
is
A
easy.
lot of times you grow.
Yeah,
You either
those
get thicker,
measurements are taken
thinner.
at the
No,
beginning. At the beginning, right?
the season just ended from the old team, so those measurements it can easily come from the old team. That part is
They take
easy.
measurements at the end of the season.
Yeah, his season just ended. It
I,
just
listen,
ended. When I
I
say
don't
So
know
just
about that
ended,
one, Gemini.
yeah.
I don't know about that one. That's possible, but I really don't know. I just think they already had the ducks lined up because that uniform is on them too nice. It's not too long. It's not too short. I mean, whoever his tailor was, man, he ain't got. I mean, Steve Harvey ain't got nothing on him.
nah, man, I'm not. I'm. Nah, I don't do conspiracies, man. His season just
So,
ended.
so all these drafts
His
is predetermined.
his
All these,
season.
so what he's saying is
Everybody
all these
playing.
drafts is predetermined.
Nah,
Predetermined
bro.
drafts.
Nah,
So
bro.
it's
Nah, bro.
possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Nah,
I ain't
bro.
gonna.
Peace
Bro.
to
His
Flight Sports
season
TV.
just
Peace to
ended.
the panel. Just wanted to say what's good, y'all. Just been listening in for a little bit. Just hopping on stage. So what's good with y'all?
What's up? What's good?
Man, that was a hell of a rudely
What's good?
interruption. Introduction at the same time.
I had
It
to
was
slide in.
smooth though,
I had to
Spike.
slide
It was
in.
Yeah,
smooth.
yeah.
Cause Jim and I was getting ready to go in.
Hey, also
Nah,
Fred VanVleet is an unrestricted free agent. He's not restricted this season.
Yeah, unrestricted. Who said restricted?
He
Did
go
I say
wherever the hell he
restricted?
please.
Yeah, a player is an unrestricted free agent when they are when they are not under contract and are free to sign with any NBA team without any obligations to their former team.
And that's what Fred VanVleet is right now.
What are my
Okay.
pros and cons
or
with
come
Van Vliet?
2 days, January 1st.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, let me ask you this then. What do you think about Wembanyama? The damn next 2 days after the draft, having a crispy clean Spurs silver and black with a white background uniform that looked really spiffy on this young man.
Well, Dex, they know they was going to get him for about a month and a half now.
Oh, oh
You
my
said
God! Are you saying conspiracy?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Are you saying conspiracy, Spike?
Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying
Notice how you hear the crickets.
common sense.
you just flat out said it.
I didn't say conspiracy. I said they.
No, you said you knew they were going to get him for like
No,
45 days.
I didn't know. I didn't know. They knew. I didn't
No,
know.
that's what I'm saying. They
knew.
They
They
knew.
knew. I ain't the only one that's saying it. Okay.
I mean, we haven't
Notice how
even
you
seen
hear the
Scoot.
crickets, right?
We haven't even seen Scoot in uniform yet. He's
Because
still
they
wearing
didn't.
Blazer
Because
t-shirts.
the draft started with number 2.
No, hold on, Dex. The only reason why you didn't see Scoop in a uniform is because he wanted the number 0. He wanted the number 0. He wanted that man number, and they wouldn't give him that man number. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
So we got 00. We still ain't seen him in 00. You said they got the measurements. Where his measurements at for 00?
No, he held up the jersey.
Yeah,
Now
they could press up a jersey in 20 minutes, brother.
But
right.
I'm not talking about that part. We already know that. I'm in the clothing business. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, how in the hell did Victor Wembanyama look so suited in that uniform from the suitor San Antonio Spurs? I mean, all the way down to the socks. Rings and watch match with socks.
Say, bro, all I'm saying is this: if that man wanted to wear the 00 and actually practice in it, he would be practicing in it. Vic actually want to put in the work right now. Scoot, if he wanted to be practicing in it and actually show he wanted to be practicing in it, he would be. But right now, he is practicing in something, but Victor doing a little more practicing in it.
He practiced in the
So,
t-shirt, Blazer t-shirt. You saw that damn t-shirt.
right, he's practicing in a t-shirt. He's not practicing in a jersey. So it is what it is. Me personally, I'm just happy that they're practicing. So me personally, I don't give a what Aunt your mama damn. At least they're practicing.
So
I
no
mean,
conspiracies, huh?
they could be at the strip club rather than practicing. At least
I'm
they're
quite sure
practicing.
someone might be. That's part of the lifestyle.
I mean, at least they're practicing. I care more that they're practicing.
Okay, you're not a conspiracy theorist. Okay, we respect that.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I look at their numbers. I care that they're practicing. I care that they're trying to learn some type of a playbook. I care that they're working on their J, improving, and trying to see where do they fit in within the scope of their game. That's what I care about. All this extra. I don't kick a Malika. I don't do that.
So how does his motion and his physicality look, Dex, from the tape you saw? Was he working on his mid range?
Nah, he the only thing he did in that video, he
Yeah.
was this he was this lightly doing layups,
Yeah.
and there was this showing the profile of the uniform. That's all he was doing in that
Oh, okay.
video. So he was just showing how he looked in the
You
uniform,
talking about
and he
Victor?
yeah
Yeah.
He was breaking a whole bunch of jump shots. Y'all ain't seen the footage?
Really?
Yeah, he missed
Yeah, I
like
seen the
9 in a
picture.
row.
Yeah. He got to go for him though. He just wasn't making the shots. That's
Yeah, he
all.
missed like 9 in a row. He looked nervous. He was probably just nervous.
Nervous of what? He's the only one in the
There y'all
gym.
go.
Nah, it was
There
all bunch
y'all
of
go.
it was all media
There y'all
members.
go.
It was all media members just taking
Oh, they
pictures
was
and all that.
flashing. Oh, they was flashing the
Exactly.
flash bulbs. Okay, I
Exactly.
got you. Yeah.
There y'all go.
Well, that's not good because he's never going to be out of the spotlight for the next decade.
That's a fact. It's a fact. His tall ass better get used to it.
Boy, Malika's
Even
on
even
deck,
off the
boy.
court, probably more off the court than on, depending on how his game come out.
Malika's
Hey, he
on
gonna,
deck, boy.
yeah, he gonna be all right, man. He just gonna stay in that gym working on him. By the time game day come, he gonna be ready. He gonna be ready.
Now, now you see why I don't act like Malika. Was that an actual game? Was that even summer league?
No, I can't wait for a scrimmage and actually the season to get going. So yeah, it's still early. I'm not gonna make any
Yeah,
presumptions
I'm
right
gonna
now.
watch him play on Monday if he plays.
Yeah. What's he doing?
I'll,
What's he
I'll
doing
be
Monday?
I'll be at the California Classic. The Spurs and the Hornets gonna be there. Sacramento. It's
The
the
day
first.
before July
It's the first.
3rd?
Yeah, it's the first bout of summer league. It's the third
Yeah,
and the fifth.
Spike. You make sure you get some footage and come live on Flight Sports TV inside the arena.
I got you. I'll tap in live. Yep.
Yeah, even
Man,
some
there's a lot of
still
stuff going
shots
on.
if you don't have no, even if you don't have no connection, some still shots would be
Yep.
excellent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we
boy,
got
Man,
Flash,
there's a
you
lot of
going
stuff
out in the
going
limb.
on. Yeah, man.
So we're
We got
gonna have
what?
boots on the ground. You heard it, Flight
Yes.
Sports
I
TV.
see
We're gonna
that.
Yes,
have
sir.
real footage on the ground in Sacktown
Ball
with Spike
facts.
Lee in the building.
Spike,
Ball
Where
Spike, you
facts.
going to the
I do.
game or you just
now I
playing?
don't know if
Nah,
Wemby is gonna play that game. I'm not sure he's gonna play that
He's
game,
not playing. He only
but
playing in
Brandon
Vegas.
Miller definitely will play.
yeah,
It's been announced.
we
He's
got
only
lower
playing
level.
in Vegas.
Yeah, we got lower level tickets to the California Classic, so I'll be there on Monday and Wednesday.
Hey, Dexter, you ain't gonna be at the
All right,
games, man.
No,
At
that's
Vegas.
up north. That's up north in Sacramento. I'm down south.
what your seats looking like, man? You're up top. I mean, pause. Where
Nah,
we at?
we on the lower level. We on the lower level.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said no
Oh,
nosebleeds.
Come on, we all big ballers here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We don't do nosebleed.
Ball
Yeah.
facts. I do not see Victor being a bust, and I'm gonna honestly tell you why.
Man, stop. Let me tell you something right now. We got to be honest with ourselves. He's a high risk for injury. You know, somebody's gonna dunk on him. You understand? I'm just like, let me break the news to America.
Mm.
It's gonna be people ready to attack him. I'm telling you. You know, somebody's gonna. I bet it's like a goddamn.
It might be Scoop.
Like a team of people around each other, figuring out who the hell gonna dunk on them first.
I was just
Then they
gonna
gonna
say
try
that.
to.
Might be Scoop. If Scoop dunk on him
Scoop
first,
might
it's a
kick
I
us
Hornet
don't
off.
see that,
failure.
man. I don't see that. He gonna block their shot, man. He
Yeah,
gonna
but this
block their
dude's
shot,
not.
So
man.
He's not strong either. He's just a big, tall dude. Pause, but he can't really strong. He's not strong. Like
so
the dudes could violate, like AD. You know, guys like if AD want to do him dirty, he could. I hope the NBA play the first game against the Sixers. I
Yeah,
want to see
Giannis
him
will do him
against Joel
dirty too.
Embiid. Yeah, but I want to see him go up against Embiid. Embiid gonna do him dirty. You know, so I
Everybody
want
was lining
that's,
up to dunk on Embiid, though. Everybody was lining up to dunk on Embiid. Everybody was lining up to dunk on Zion. Everybody was lining up to dunk on Aiton. Everybody was lining up to dunk on Embiid. Everybody was lining up to dunk on Bam. Don't make it sound like
hold on,
everybody
man. What the
wasn't
hell is
lining
that?
up to
That's
dunk on
you.
people. That got to
that's
be Dex.
yeah.
That got to be
It,
Dex.
that signal light working, bro. We appreciate you using the
No.
signal light though. Yeah, I support that.
But yes, not
Who's
everybody actually was lining up to dunk on KD.
really?
So, yes. Come on, man. Be like Michael Jackson and remember the time, man. Come on, man.
I'm trying. That transition from Seattle to Oklahoma was kind of fuzzy for me because I that's when I moved back from Kansas City to Chicago.
Come
So
on,
I wasn't.
man.
Man,
Be like
Seattle,
Michael
man, y'all getting
Jackson
y'all
and
team
remember
back,
the
man.
time,
I'm glad.
man. Be like Michael Jackson and remember the time, man. Come on now.
Mm. No, I'm being honest with you. I had a little bit of a, you know, a love as close as I was to the game. During the '90s when I was, when the Bulls were here in Chicago. After that, after 9/11, I guess I kind of faded just a little bit, and I think by like '06, '07, I kind of settled back in. But
E- Even now, everybody's even trying to dunk on Giannis. Even now, everybody trying
I
to
give you
dunk on
that. Yeah,
Giannis.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Giannis is a target.
there's nobody is not trying to dunk on. Because even on your boy with OKC, he got a target on his back too. Everybody gonna try to get him.
Well,
Everybody
if
gonna
this
try
what
to
it
get him.
takes to get the dunk situation back going, so we can get another clear-cut, undisputed dunk representative of the league, since we were, I don't know, robbed from our Ja Morant situation. Yeah, I kind of support it. So yeah, whoever decides to go and take the challenge, I would rather it be a forward or a guard. But I wouldn't be too thrilled if Embiid, AD, or none of the other bigs, get one on him under the rim.
Nah, it's gonna be a guard or a wing.
That's what
It's
I'm
gonna be
saying. Yeah, that gives him more. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's
yeah.
gonna
They're gonna
that's
get him.
gonna draw more.
Nah, they're gonna get him.
Yeah,
Right,
It happens to all those 7-footers that come over here. They all
man.
get it.
Man, if
yeah.
you're a power forward, but
They
if
all
you're a
get it.
power forward or a guard, I mean, I'm
Hmm.
sorry, if you're a power forward or a center, you got a
Yeah.
target on your back, shape, regardless
Y'all,
on
y'all
how you
remember
run.
DeAndre Jordan? Y'all remember DeAndre Jordan? He dunked on a lot of people as a big man.
I
So
think I
you know
think if I think if
that.
I think if you 7 foot and up, you got it. People want to climb that mountain.
Man, if you a PF and up, you got a target on your back,
Yeah,
regardless.
but the clout different. The clout different when you bap on a 7-footer.
Yeah.
It's just different, especially when you get to 7'5". That's a
Now it
high
Oh,
depends
mountain.
on how you
That's a
get
high
dunked
mountain
on.
to climb right there. You get
Yeah,
that
but it
poster.
depends.
You get that poster. You on every kid screensaver on their phone for a week.
yeah.
Yeah, you better have some
Uh,
man ups to pull that off. That's all I gotta tell you.
man. No, you don't need a lot of height though.
I'm
You
talking
don't
about.
need to go over. You don't need to go over him.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on how you get dunked
Right,
on.
right. You don't need to go
Hey,
over him.
you go over him. You go through him. He gonna
Yeah,
get caught.
yeah.
It's gonna be a PG. The PG is gonna be trying to get him though.
Just like
Like
when I remember when
'Cause
Kobe caught Dwight.
Yeah.
He gonna get caught.
that's why I say Zach LaVine caught a lot of people during the game. Hell, Vince caught a lot of people during the game, and Vince caught a lot of people just nasty.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. He caught a lot of them from small forward all the way to the center. So it don't matter just how he caught them was nasty.
yeah, him and Jordan dunked on everybody, man. Him and Jordan, man, dunked on everybody for PG all the way to send him. Yeah.
Booker, hold on, what they say? Booker, Bill, the backcourt is good. Kyrie is a I'm not mentioning that guy because that guy's a show on his own. So that Dex, when you bringing up that part of the show, because a couple of people keep mentioning him.
All right, man.
You bringing
Go
up that
ahead.
part of the show.
Let the
A couple
creative
of people.
juices flow. I was trying to get into a good situation so I can dig in on Kyrie. So go ahead, y'all go. I was really waiting on no panic.
It's
Because
a
I know
thirst.
no panic is a Kyrie guru. He aficionado Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? He consumes Kyrie. He's a connoisseur. So I was hoping he can get in so we can kind of get a fiesta going on.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like it's like walking zombies, like vampires with pitchforks, waiting to go in.
I honestly say money wise right now, money wise right now it is 162 million
at Phoenix right now as we speak, right? He just had a meeting with the management of Phoenix. And as of this point right now, if he goes that will automatically put them into the second, if not the third tier. So they would automatically have to put everybody else on the veteran minimum. So that would have them at the most 12 players on the team at the most. So I don't see him going there. I definitely cannot see him as a Laker. I don't care what Dex says, and I really do mean that. I do not see him as a Laker.
Why are you trying to
So
bring tears to my eyes? You vicious.
I don't care how much you cry, Wolf. Keep crying, Wolf. I do not see him as a Laker. So what else do y'all see him at? I only see him going back to Dallas, getting a bag, and then crying that he's still a Maverick.
So no panic. So he already met with Phoenix.
He met with Phoenix a day ago, 2 days ago.
Ain't that you're not allowed to do that yet though, right?
No, he met with them. He can meet with them.
I thought you can't do that till free agency open up.
No, he met with them. He honestly met with them, and
I
I'm not
saw
no
that he was gonna
panic.
meet with him on the day of free agency.
Yeah, free agency starts
No,
Saturday, but
no,
it look like they're gonna be
no,
starting
no,
tomorrow. So yeah.
If
no.
anybody's meeting right now, that's tampering.
Yeah. So what no panic talking about?
I'm not no panic, and yes, he did meet with them.
My bad, brother. My bad. I think you capping though. I think you capping though.
No, he met with them. They
I
they
don't. I
honestly
think it's
said
illegal for him to do that.
He met
What's the
with him in the
he
back
results?
alley.
He
He met him back alley of Oak
he's
Cliff.
still
he
he's still a Maverick right
he
now. He's still a
What's the
Maverick.
he
result?
met with them.
What's the results of the meeting?
That's all they said. He met with them. That's all they said,
I,
and it was made public that he met with them.
You ain't gonna find out the details until later. They gonna put it out right now.
Like
What they talked
like
about in the
real talk.
meeting.
Look. Hold up. Let me make this part very clear. They normally don't even say when players meet with the organization, but this time they made it public. He met with them, and it was made public that he met with them. So we have to take that seriously. He
I'm looking
met
at
with
Sports
them.
Illustrated. It said Kyrie plans to meet with Phoenix the day of free agency.
What's the date
CBS.
on that article? Timestamp that what you read.
It's from 11 hours ago.
Oh,
There's another one from CBS. It says Kyrie plans to meet. Kyrie Irving will reportedly meet with the
they're
Phoenix
meeting in
Suns.
L.A. You know that, right?
Yeah,
The meeting, the
he didn't
meet,
meet
the
with them
meeting
already.
destination is going to be in L.A. with Kyrie
Yeah,
and the team
he didn't
that
meet
he's
with them
talking to.
already.
So Kyrie's in L.A. right now. Remember, I told you guys that already. Kyrie's in L.A.
Yeah,
and
he is in LA. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
is
hanging
in
out to
LA.
Drew League.
And
He's
he'll meet
hanging
with
out with
Phoenix
Phil Handy.
Saturday.
So they haven't met yet. Anybody meet right now, it's tampering, and they will be
yeah.
punished.
by
Like
by
like
the
they
full
like
by
that
the
like that
fullest
happen
extent
before.
of the law.
They think they still don't do that right now. Like they still like doing that.
I
They're
know the
not doing
Lakers
that.
ain't doing it. I
They're
know the
not doing it.
Lakers not doing it.
Oh,
But
Lakers don't
The
have
listen,
Lakers not.
no.
also,
No.
also, what Gemini failed to mention is that if Kyrie was to go to the Phoenix Suns, he would take a severe haircut, and the Phoenix Suns can only pay him veteran minimum. So he would be going there just to chase a ring.
Because right now they have it's the big four right now in Phoenix. You have Aiton, Bradley, Bradley Bill, KD, and Booker. It's the big four right now in Phoenix. And yes, the meeting is in LA, and the Phoenix owner is already in LA. The Phoenix owner right now is already in LA.
Man, listen.
At home, the champagne
Listen.
waiting.
RuPaul could be in LA right now. That don't mean they met already.
Okay.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, they don't care about that temper, man. Some teams already doing it already. You just gotta get caught. They got. Hey, we don't know, It don't matter.
No, they do. No,
Exactly.
they do because they only got to wait 2 days. They're not going to throw away the whole free agency just for 2 days.
Wait a minute. I know. Jim and I didn't say exactly when Kafani was speaking about conspiracy. I know you didn't say
I
exactly,
don't. I
Jim
don't
and I.
do. I don't do
Then
conspiracy.
then how
I
you gonna
know.
Yeah.
say exactly then? Because
I.
that's a conspiracy.
I.
They met in L.A.
I
already.
know. I know the owner of Phoenix stays in Phoenix. I know he stays in Phoenix. I know he has that big ass, pretty ass house in Phoenix. I know he did. I know he just upgraded his air conditioning system in Phoenix, which he updated at the beginning
What
of the
more
season.
conspiracy? See,
Wait,
he
wait,
say
wait. No,
he's
hold
speaking
on,
with a
Dex.
forked
Hold on,
tongue.
Dex. No,
Either you're a
hold on, Dex. No,
conspiracist or you're
no,
not.
hold on, Dex.
No
Let me
gray
finish.
areas.
Wait. Hold on, Dex. Let me finish. He just upgraded that pretty ass house air conditioning system at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season now, he just upgraded that pretty nice ass air conditioning system, which didn't need a upgrade. It did not, but he upgraded it. So there was no reason at all for him to be in LA at
He's
this
a
point.
businessman. There's
Yeah,
plenty of
this is
reasons for him
crazy,
to be
man.
in
This is
LA.
crazy. This is
Okay,
crazy.
you right. You right.
He talked to other businessmen.
You right.
He,
He's a
I
he
can't.
probably talked
I
to the other
can't
businessman.
believe
owner
y'all let him get
who's
away
gonna
with
land
this, man.
Kyrie.
Yeah, nobody's disputing that he upgraded his air conditioning system. I don't think
All
that's
right.
even in debate. Yeah, we
Okay.
get that.
All right.
Now
Okay.
back
Yep.
to the
You're
Kyrie
right.
situation. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, sir.
yeah. So we know Kyrie is in LA, not
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the
But
meeting,
usually, when you're a high profile free agent, usually a lot of the representatives will come to where you're at. So he don't got to go from city to city to meet with the teams.
yeah,
They'll actually
he
go
actually
there.
don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's when KD was a free agent. He just got a house in the Hamptons,
He
and
said,
everybody just came out to him.
for we know, Kyrie is in LA right now, chilling at LeBron's crib, and he gonna meet up with the people.
Yeah, listen, Bron's telling him, hey, look, go ahead and meet with Phoenix. Go ahead and meet with the Clippers. Go ahead and meet with whoever you want to meet with. Come back and tell me what they're talking about. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see the
Okay.
Suns
Wait.
realistically trying to go after Kyrie this soon
Okay.
after after the Bill situation. I mean, this soon.
Okay. Now, can can Dex show me the numbers where this will work in LA since Dex want him in LA so bad? Can Dex please show me number wise where this will work in LA? Cause
What you talking about? You talking about salary?
yes.
Oh,
Dex,
yeah, I have
please
no
come to the
idea.
pulpit. Dex, please come to the pulpit.
I don't even like that particular situation.
I can't stand it, but but I'm asking him to come to the floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure how they gonna do it. You said the Lakers got what's the cap space right now, Jim? Not there. Have we talked about? Is it 160? No, what the guys? 160 million? If I'm not mistaken.
For Phoenix, it is 162.
162, 162 million. Then for LA is what?
Hold on, hold on. I'll pull it up right now. I'll pull it up right now.
Because I remember you was talking about the Austin Reeves situation where he's worked there, but they won't give it to him, type thing. So that's why I don't
No,
think they
no,
got
no,
it.
no, no, no. For Reeves, I think they will give it to him. For Reeves, what and for well, with the Reeves situation, totally. I think that will put them on the first tier with Kyrie.
and I think that will put them technically at the first tier. Then with Kyrie, I think that will put them on the second. I think that will put them on the second tier with bringing back the core and everybody, and with all the contracts that are finally coming off of the books. I think that will put them on the second tier, which is doable. And not bringing back D'Lo and not bringing back the Nigerian I can't never remember that dude name who almost played his way out of the league last year. I can't never remember that dude doggone name.
I think I know
Um
what you're talking about.
Dennis.
Yeah, yeah,
Not
Oh, then the
with,
shooter. You talking about
yeah,
shooter?
with
yeah.
not bringing back Dennis, not bringing back D'Lo. Um, cause D'Lo was 38. Dennis was 2, and not bringing back Gabriel, which would be another 2. That's close. That is close to Kyrie number, and not bringing back Beasley,
Okay.
which which is 20, which is 16. But I wouldn't I wouldn't me personally I wouldn't.
Yeah, so Kyrie, so that's enough money open for him to bring Kyrie open if that happens. If that happens, though, we are in speculation right now, so we gonna
Well,
find out
no,
tomorrow
no,
or.
but no, but here's why I wouldn't. You you have Harrison,
Mm-hmm,
who's a defensive minded combo guard
mm-hmm,
who can score. Um, you have Scottie Pippen Jr. who can score, and who is a dynamic passer. You put him in the G League for confidence, and he did produce. You have Hole, who's 6'9". Put him at small forward. You just drafted a 6'7" and 6'6". Um, one's a small forward and one's a point guard who. So you drafted what you needed for the future. The only thing you need is another center. That's all you're missing at this point. To invest all that money in Kyrie will be asinine.
How
yeah.
how how realistic is Kyrie on a Clipper roster?
I can see that more. I can see that more. But they would have to let KL go. They would have
Uh,
they would have to let KL go. That I can see, but they would have to
he
let KL go.
he's not a free agent.
I'm checking right now.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see. Was it 3 or 4 years?
This
Right
contract should be
now,
out.
right now he's on the books for right now. KL is on the books for next year.
Yeah, I think that was a 3 year deal. Yeah.
I think he's on. In fact, hold on. Let me hit him right now. He he's on the books for
Through 20 through
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 2025.
5. Yeah.
So see with that bone spurt, with that bone bruise, he on their books. See
Yeah.
and see that's the problem. See, Kyrie did this to himself, man.
Mhm.
Kyrie did this to himself. The best two places I could see Kyrie going is is the Heat.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, that might be a good pickup. Yeah, that'd be a good pickup.
Cause they can let Lowry
Butler,
go.
with Butler and Bam.
Yeah, cause they
All right.
cause, cause they can let Lowry go.
What's up, man?
They can let Lowry go.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Did Miami make any moves anyway? I mean, I know did that draw some? No, did Miami make any moves yet? I haven't heard anything, but maybe somebody did.
Miami only drafted the guy out of UCLA
Hmm.
that they can put at the small forward position, or they can put him as a undersized power forward,
I told us this guy anyway. I forgot.
6'6".
Uh, this yeah, they be
He
undersized.
Jaime Jaquez
he
Jr.
he can score and he can rebound. I will give him that. He can score and he can rebound.
Which they need and can use.
But they need to send. They need to start sending, man. It's gonna help Bam Malabayo out, man, because he need help down there.
Yeah, but they can pick that up during free agency.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that. Hopefully they get do that probably at the start of July 1st or
So
tomorrow.
so
Uh,
having a player like Kyrie and let Lowry go. Hold on. Let me see before I misspeak.
I mean, or Larry could come off the bench because I mean, shit. I mean, Laurie. I mean,
No,
he do his
they can
thing.
let Lowry go. They can let
You said
Lowry
keep
go.
Lowry.
They can let Lowry go. Stop trying to see the
Okay.
misconception is stop trying to keep players
Mm.
because of star power. That star power is what is always the problem. You're trying to keep them always for their past. But
So is Lowry going to get credit for being a
The
quote
champion,
unquote great,
one-time champion.
yeah, great player because he got a chip? I mean, is he going to go down like, yeah, Lowry was the shit? Is he like that?
yeah, see Lowry right now, he he, he has one more year on this contract. He has
Yeah.
one more year on this contract.
It's going
And
to
that's for
cost him more
30 mil.
money. Yeah, it's going to cost him more money to get rid of him
It
now than let it
it
run out.
it's costing them 30 mil for next season. It's
Yeah.
costing them 30 mil. But if 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 he wasn't under contract, why
Yeah.
would you sign him for 30 mil for one season?
I mean,
I'm posing that question to D. Why would I sign him 30 mil for one season? I'm posing that question to D. When I could sign Kyrie, why would I sign Lowry 30 mil for one season when I could sign Kyrie? Why would I do that to myself?
yeah, that wouldn't be a smart move. I wouldn't do it.
Okay then. See that and that's why I posed that same question. Why would I save Phoenix? Why would I save Portland? Why would I save Chicago? Why would I save these organizations who signed these bad contracts? Why would I save them? Why would I take on these bad contracts? I'm asking the whole panel. Why would I save a organization like Phoenix who took on these bad contracts? Why would I save Portland who signed Dame to this bad contract? Why would I save them and give up my whole core? Why would I save Chicago, who signed Zach LaVine to this bad contract? Well, actually, a good contract for Zach. But why would I give up my whole core to save Chicago? Why would I do that to myself? Help me understand this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good take, though.
Yeah.
Zach isn't old. I admit to that. Zach is not old.
Hey,
He
but hey,
doesn't play old. But
hey,
why
somebody,
would I give up my whole core to save Chicago as an organization
it's
to
a.
help them rebuild?
I think Zach. I'm glad you were talking about Zach because I believe that Flight brought this up. I think this dude has the ego problem, man. Because why is the
Huh?
multiples and no, listen to me. Why is the multiples and working up with all the players and Zach LaVine shooting around by himself? Flight. So what's going on with that? Why isn't Zach with the other players trying to work out with him? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, something's wrong with that.
No, 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 no. Hold up. Wait. You saying, wait, because I, I really want to understand this because Zach is out there working on his game.
Hmm.
He has a ego problem. Did you
No, I'm
just
not.
say,
No,
did
no,
you just
no,
say
no,
that?
no, 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 no. Listen to my question again. I said the Marbles is working out with the other players on the team, getting up shots in California as a team, and why is Zach Levine out there with them, working on his game too with them? Why is he shooting by himself when he got a whole and his whole team is out there in another state working together on a game? So
He's
tell
working
me
on his
that.
game. He's working on his game his own way.
That's gonna be a problem, man. I mean,
It's a
I just think
locker room issue.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
when I was
I mean,
playing, if players shot around by themselves, we weren't like, yo, why you over there by yourself? I mean, we didn't even really look at that as a downer.
I
But
mean,
I know
yeah.
what you're saying though.
I mean, I was on the team. I was on the basketball team. You know, so
Yeah,
I mean, it's times where I worked out with a lot of players as a team,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean, yeah,
yeah,
your individual time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you course you're going. Yeah, we all work on our games by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you're gonna be with a team, I say
Hmm.
if the other leader on your team is meeting with the other players in another state, why aren't you out there with them, working on a lot of shit, chemistry, working on y'all game and all that stuff.
Like
You
So
like
know?
is he?
KD and like KD and Booker is working out in the Bahamas together.
Yeah. They are. That's the real talk. They're doing that together in the Bahamas. Yeah.
so is he declining to work with other players? Like other players coming up to Zach and say, "Hey, can I work out with you?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." Is he doing
I'm just,
that?
I'm just trying to make sure what is it divided. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't put it
Yeah,
past
No,
that.
no,
I
no,
wouldn't put it
no.
past him for saying something like that.
yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, y'all just get away from me right now.
If he
Because of
if
what
it's
I
going to
did.
produce results next season, uh, I won't put a mark on him if that's an issue.
Maybe we give him a pass. Maybe he's doing it because his boy Lonzo ain't playing right now. Maybe if Lonzo was playing right now, Lonzo would be the only one that be able to shoot around with him.
We'll see
It's
how
the
that
it's
works
the
out.
Zach,
it's the
Zach,
CBE.
Zach don't trust them Negroes over there. He know they stabbing him in the back.
No, because I'm gonna say it like this. Honestly, Dex want Kyrie in LA. To be honest, right? I,
Hey, he ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I'm gonna be honest. Dex want Kyrie in LA. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I would rather see Zach in LA, if anything.
I mean, if that would happen, man, I probably would not watch a Bulls game. But you know what I'm saying. But I don't know.
But listen,
I'm
I was in Chicago the other day, right? And I saw and devastating. Why
Yeah,
you ain't never said how many billboards got Zach face on it in the
that's what I'm
surrounding area?
saying. They love, dude. I mean, you're coming from the god of basketball was up here all through the '90s. They're starving for a star, dude.
Yeah, man, we
I'm
don't got Devos. We don't got Devos no more, man.
That's
Shit,
what I'm saying.
shit. You
no,
know.
I'm just keeping it funky though. Out of all
So
players, out of all players, because really, to keep it totally funky and 100 across the board, when the one player that was supposed to be a Laker We got bamboozled. We got hoodwinked, and Rob did his own thing and let that guy go to Chicago. Now we can't get that back because even if he was to become a Laker,
Oh,
it won't feel the same.
oh yeah, Dex. Yeah, y'all supposed to get DeMar DeRozan was supposed to go over there to LA. That Compton's
It
signing.
Well,
yeah, but
yeah, LeBron James squandered that opportunity.
no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. That was Palinka. No, that was Palinka. No, that was Palinka. That was Palinka. That was Palinka. Palinka did that bait and switch to us because Magic had that deal done.
You really
Magic
gonna
ain't
blame
even
Palinka?
Magic ain't
And
even been with y'all when they going
Mag,
to
You
get
really gonna blame
Magic,
Palinka to protect LeBron? Really?
yes,
Magic been
yes.
out the
Protect.
door already.
Magic had that deal done, and that's why him and Palinka fell out.
That no, you gotta think about the time you talk about. The time frame don't even match. Magic already been out the door.
Yeah.
LeBron had wanted.
I'm gonna have to give you some pushback.
Magic said himself that deal was done.
No. Yeah,
No,
but it wasn't Palinka. Palinka don't have power over Magic Johnson
I mean,
when he was in LA.
So
Yeah,
Magic
Magic ain't
said
over there.
himself that the deal was done, but Magic is wrong, right?
What?
No,
I
I'm
don't know.
saying that if Magic wanted that deal done, it would have been done. Magic is the one to tell
Ah,
Palinka to sign on the dotted line.
okay. So Magic,
Only thing a general manager is basically the only thing. The crust of the general manager is to make sure the money fits.
Dex, you won't know what actually has me so discombobulated. Magic tells a story. DeRozan tells a story, and you don't believe neither one of the two men inside of the equation.
Magic
I'm not
already been
saying.
out by the
Listen,
time that offseason come out. Magic
but
ain't
no.
even been in the front
Regardless,
office.
but no. Listen, no. I know where he's coming from. See, this is where I'm finna crash him, man.
Uh,
Magic had a deal either for Paul George, he fucked that off, right,
mhm.
for tampering,
Yeah.
and DeMar DeRozan and Westbrook as well. Magic had a deal for Westbrook as well. But when Magic left, all the shit was left on the table. All his plans were scrapped. Now, Rob Palinka has done a wonderful job to undo what Magic done, right? Let's be honest. Rob Palinka has done a wonderful job to undo what Magic done, even at the expense of the Lakers, because Rob Palinka was working on false pride. He was going behind Magic back, doing all kind of bitch ass shit. You follow what I'm
Really?
saying? Ratting them out, yeah, ratting them out. With Magic on yachts and boats in the French Riviera, he's ratting them out. Where's Magic? We need Magic. No, you don't need Magic because Magic leads by uh, what's the word I want to use? He delegates. Magic leads
I
by
agree.
delegation. You follow what I'm saying? Because he's a billionaire businessman. Rob Palinka is nowhere near in that class. So what happened was that DeMar DeRozan was already done prior, but the Spurs never wanted to deal with the Lakers when DeMar was on the Lakers. So he had to wait until he got into free agency. Same with Kawhi. Kawhi was going to be a Laker because that was Magic home run. Kawhi and LeBron. That was Magic's home run.
That
And
would have been
then
great. Yeah, I would
and
love to
then
see that shit.
Pop sent Kawhi way up north to a whole nother country. Six guy represents the North, right? So
Hmm.
when all the Magic stuff flared away, LeBron was there to pick up the pieces. So we give LeBron credit. Even though LeBron traded away the core, he mortgaged the future. I hated that. But the Lakers did win a Disneyland championship. Albeit,
Said
it's still,
Disneyland.
it's still a championship. We tied with Boston. That's all I care about right now. We tied with Boston. Now it's time to pass Boston.
Right.
But here's but
2017, right?
here's but listen, here is where Gemini is being too subjective because Gemini is a LeBron James fan. He's going to do whatever he can to protect LeBron James' legacy.
Oh no, no. I rather speak
LeBron
facts.
James,
I rather speak
LeBron
facts.
James, hold on, let me finish. LeBron James, with his James Bond ass, had a meeting in his palatial up on the hill in Bel Air. Not the Brentwood home, the Bel Air home.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to impress, of course. And he invited Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook.
At the same day, on the set at the same time.
That's they required across the street. They stay across the street from each other.
Russell Westbrook. You understand? So LeBron James, I don't know if he kind of like, nah, we ain't finna do this Magic thing. You know, Magic gone. We getting rid of all Magic's tags. Everything Magic was attached to, we getting rid of that. And that's what they did. So the only one they didn't get rid of was a TH. Was it THT?
No, THT wasn't supposed to be a Laker.
Okay. So that's what they did. So LeBron was scandalous in that right there. So that's why he got a smudge on his resume with the LA fan base, is because he traded away the youth. He got Anthony Davis, which he got, and LeBron was being an asshole about playing with the young core of the Los Angeles Lakers. He didn't want to do no babysitting, and I don't blame him for it because you know he chasing Mike, so I don't blame him for that. You gotta get the kids up out of there, and that's what he did. And so when it came to Russell Westbrook, he invited Russell Westbrook to his crib in a secret meeting. LeBron James doing all kind of tampering.
Oh, he been doing that.
They came up.
No, he didn't know about the DeRozan trade though. He didn't know about that. He didn't know about the DeRozan trade. When he,
I'm not saying if he knew or if he don't know. I'm not saying if he knew or if he don't know.
You think he
But
don't know?
all I'm saying is DeMar DeRozan. Listen, DeMar DeRozan went to bed thinking he was going to be a Laker when he woke up, and come to find out that wasn't the case. It was Russell Westbrook, because they had a secret meeting in LeBron James' crib, him and AD, to form a big three, and they went with that. So whatever Rob Pelinka and Magic had with DeRozan, oh, that's out the window now, because LeBron want who he wants.
No.
And he got, and LeBron made his bed, so LeBron had to lay it.
No. Pelinka, nope. Pelinka only told him the part that he wanted LeBron to know. Pelinka did not tell him about the DeRozan side. When he found out about the DeRozan side, he was for it, but it was after he found out about that DeRozan side.
And you think I'm finna believe that LeBron James don't know the inner workings of procuring players in free agency to come play with him in his Los Angeles Lakers?
Why would
they just gonna throw any willy-nilly?
Why wouldn't he take DeRozan when he already knew Russell?
He's sounding shady. He's sounding shady, Jimmy.
Bro, the whole NBA know Russell can't shoot, so why wouldn't he take DeRozan when he know DeRozan?
Because that's what I believe.
Ball either.
DeRozan can shoot and play defense, so why would he take Russell and he know Russell can't shoot? Come on, man, be realistic.
You had like Russ shoot like 20%. Russ been shooting in the 30s, just like DeRozan.
Yeah,
Man,
is that the reason?
Way better.
Was that the reason? Are people paying tickets?
We said DeRozan is more consistent. DeRozan is more consistent.
Okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Since he's been in the league, have people been paying money and tickets and all this stuff to see Westbrook shoot the ball? Come on now.
Yeah, he's a facilitator.
Hey, one thing I can say about Westbrook, he's a doable player. He played all 82 games last year, so you got.
We got plenty of shooters in the league. We got plenty of shooters in the league, bro. We got plenty of people that can shoot in the league. Yeah, Westbrook is not one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he was really looking for a shooter, you had Buddy Hield hanging in the wings, and he's younger than the
No, wait. Indianapolis Indianapolis always over price tag the Buddy Hield trade, and that's been the number one problem because they never wanted to deal with LA when it came to that trade, and that's why they always attached Turner as a part of that trade, and that's why they always wanted 2 first-round draft picks as a part of that trade. That's why LA never wanted to do that trade. They always wanted 2 first-round draft picks. Hell, you would never.
You're deflecting. You're deflecting from the
I'm not deflecting. You put that
of LeBron James being in the middle of the debacle of Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan.
No, you mentioned Buddy Hill. I
LeBron's your guy. I
articulated the
understand. I
reason.
understand he's your guy.
No, you mentioned Buddy Hill. I gave you the definition of why that trade didn't go through. Now you
No,
saying Big Crit.
I'm missing.
Don't
No,
mention
I'm
a
missing Buddy
player
Hill
and then
as
don't want the
another shooter,
definition of
like
why the
like
trade didn't
DeRozan's the
go
only
through.
shooter out there. He wasn't the only shooter
No,
out there.
you
LeBron knew
mentioned.
what he wanted. He
No,
wanted
you
Westbrook.
mentioned. No, you mentioned a Buddy Hill trade. I
Okay,
gave you
okay,
the
okay,
definition why the
okay,
trade
Gemini.
didn't go through.
You mentioned.
Then you
Hold on,
get
Gemini.
mad.
You mentioned.
He going
Gemini,
off
you
on the
mentioned.
tangent.
Yeah. Gemini, you
No, you
mentioned
get mad why
Magic
I
Johnson.
gave you the definition.
Right. Then you mentioned
No,
Magic
that's
Johnson.
some bullshit, bro.
Wait,
Don't do
wait.
that.
Okay, but hold on. You mentioned Magic Johnson, right? Against me, you mentioned Magic Johnson. Talking about, oh, I don't believe what Magic Johnson said. Damn right, I believe what Magic Johnson said. Because Magic Johnson said, LeBron, you responsible, you own it. You remember that? He said that live on TV. LeBron, you're responsible, and you own up to it.
Yeah, I'm biased. I
When the
grew up with
Lakers missed the
Magic, so
playoffs.
yeah, I'm biased.
That's what he. No, he said it straight up. He called LeBron by
No,
name.
that's what I'm
It wasn't
saying.
no,
Yeah.
it wasn't no innuendo. So if you're going to mention Magic, because I was leaving him out, but since you want to insert Magic as a point of impetus to uphold your truth, I'm going to mention Magic as well to uphold my truth. And I'm saying Magic called him out by name.
And I say Palinka
You're
effed it up.
responsible,
I
and
say Palinka effed it
you
up.
need to own up to it, LeBron James.
And I say Palinka need to come to the podium. I say Palinka need to step
But
up.
Pelinka's not powerful than LeBron James.
Man, cut it out.
LeBron James,
Cut it out.
what?
Cut it out.
Oh, see, here
Man,
you go.
cut it out.
Here you go.
When it comes to player operation, when it comes to player operations, is that what you're saying?
Okay, so we
Man,
so we
Pelinka
agree to
can't go get
disagree.
nobody. You
Okay,
think
so we
Pelinka
agree
can
to
go out?
disagree.
Pelinka can go out there and get somebody?
Okay,
He
so
can't
we
get
Over
agree to
nobody.
LeBron?
disagree.
He
Okay,
get
okay,
over
so
LeBron.
we agree to
Pelinka was
disagree.
getting the phone was getting hung up in his face every time he was
Okay,
calling
so we agree to
organizations to
disagree.
set up some type of trade deals.
Okay, so we
People was
agree
like,
to
"Who are you?
disagree.
You're an agent." Click.
Wait. Okay, so we agree to disagree. Okay.
All right. Now, with this Kyrie thing, Kyrie is not going to Phoenix Suns because Kyrie is not taking no severe haircut. Kyrie won his bread. Kyrie is using the Phoenix Suns as leverage. And it could be using Lakers as well as leverage to get his bread from Dallas. Because the Lakers can't pay him what Dallas can pay him.
Exactly.
So Kyrie is on this world tour with Mr. Malcolm, my man, trying to accrue leverage in order to take back to the negotiation table that he is a viable interest and high-end commodity in the NBA. And you know what? Kyrie is 100% right. Mark Cuban in the NBA is trying to downplay the impactfulness of Kyrie Irving based on the episode he had in Brooklyn.
Because I think the most he can get right now is 235. I think that's the most he can get.
Kyrie was 1% off. And listen, Kyrie was 1% off for being a 90, 50, 40 guy.
A two-time 50, 40, 90 player. Correct.
Yeah.
I do agree with the conspiracy not to market Kyrie as
Jim and I don't believe in conspiracies, though. So that's going to walk over his head.
No, because of the trade that he asked, because of the numbers, because of the trade that he asked for from the Nets, which was the first big discount with him asking for a trade. That's the first discount. Now, because of that trade, that's the first discount. Then with him being at Dallas, if he don't sign with Dallas, that will be a second discount. If he do not sign with Dallas, that would be a second discount. Now, if he signs with Dallas, he will only get one discount, and then he will be good. That will only be one discount. If he does not sign with Dallas and he just signs a free agent, if he does not sign with Dallas, that will be two discounts, and
So what do you
He
mean by discount? What you talking about?
he will not be a full max player.
In Dallas, he can get 272. That's the full max. He got his bird rights.
He big because of the numbers. He will not be able to sign a full max deal, which would be considered a discount because he will not be able to sign the deal that he would have been able to sign if he would have signed with Brooklyn.
So basically,
No,
what you're
that's no.
saying is
Hold on,
Dallas
hold on,
can
Dez.
pay him
Hold on,
more than
Dez.
anybody.
That's a
Oh,
lie. That's a lie
My,
because his
I
bird
mean,
rights
That
travel
is
from
not
Brooklyn.
a lie.
Listen, his bird rights travel from
That
Brooklyn to
is
Mavericks
not
with
a
him.
lie.
But listen, his bird rights travel from Brooklyn
Don't say
to Mavericks
listen
with him.
and not spitting facts.
Listen, you talking to me? I follow Kyrie.
I don't give
He
a
is
damn who I'm
no,
talking
hold on,
to.
hold on, hold on.
I
oh
don't
boy,
give
did
a
I make a
damn
I
mistake?
who
listened to
I'm
everything you had to
talking to.
say. What I'm
I
telling
don't
you is
give
this
a
right
damn
here.
who I'm talking to.
When he got to Brooklyn, Brooklyn has his bird rights. He got traded from Brooklyn to Dallas. Dallas owns his bird rights. Dallas can give him $272 million and as a full max contract. If he go anywhere else, he's not going to get 272. That'll be the discount that he given. So if he do a sign and trade, is the only way he can go to any of these teams like the Suns or the Lakers is do a sign and trade. Meaning he would get the full
Dallas
272
can't
regard.
offer him that.
Hold on. Meaning
Let him go. Let him go, Jim Lock.
he will still get the 272. He just has to do a sign and trade. The reason why it's hard for people to see him with Suns and all these other teams because when you look at the new CBA, once you get to that second level of the tax, which is they call it the second apron, you can no longer go to
Yep.
buyout markets. You can no longer sign
Good
anybody to the
content.
mid-level contract. That's why it's hard to get Kyrie unless you get him in a sign and trade. So at the end of the day, when he comes to the Mavericks ain't got no choice but to give him the 272 because they don't give up assets from him. So when Kyrie got all these meetings with teams, those may be real meetings because teams look at it like either we gotta go for it or we gotta fall back and prepare. The Suns going for it. They ain't preparing for no
Okay,
CBA.
wait. Stop right there. No panic. Hold on. Stop right there. Chop this up. I'm sorry. I had to interrupt you. But why in the hell would the Phoenix Suns want Kyrie for real? What are they gonna do with Bradley Beal?
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
soon after the Bradley Bill. How long ago was that? 10 days?
But that's the thing about like if you like how y'all been talking about with Chicago, right? Zach LaVine, he working out by himself. What that telling me is either he loves working out by himself or he understands this team about to get broken down into pieces. Because a lot of teams, like even when y'all been saying earlier, like why would somebody want to help somebody else get a bad contract? That's what they're doing. Everybody trying to get right with the CBA, except for the teams that's going for it, like the Phoenix Suns or who's another team like the Heat. The Heat ain't gonna go get Damian Lillard because the only don't want to stomach that. So that's why the Heat ain't about to get Damian Lillard, no matter how much he wants to. It's all about you got to follow the money when you come to the league nowadays.
So
Kyrie
you
can go to
saying there's
all these
certain
different teams. Just go ahead.
no, I was saying you're saying there's certain teams out there in the league today that are going full out and
Yeah,
laying it all
full
out.
throttle.
yeah.
Full throttle.
Damn.
The
You gotta
Suns
think
are
about
just
it. If you the Phoenix Suns, you got Bradley Beal on a not a bad contract, but it's bad for to have all the
Yeah.
stars already.
No, I know
They're
what you're
not
saying.
looking
Yeah.
at Kevin Durant to be there for the next 4 to 5 years. And then mind, we got 2
Yeah.
years out of him to try to get a chip. Booker,
Yeah.
he's a staple there. You bring Kyrie in. At some point, you can trade Kyrie, whatever you want to do with Kyrie. Kyrie looking for a place to stay, so he probably ain't going to Phoenix because he want to retire somewhere. So the Phoenix thing may be a play on. They got some interest in him. He got some interest that like kind of like to help support his Mavericks thing. But the Mavericks gonna give him the 272 regardless. Like opening day on free agency, I would not be surprised if we get a deal announced with Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I
Are we
wouldn't
going to
be
get a
surprised.
deal tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, are we going to see a deal?
oh man, I'm waiting to see it. Well,
Any
we're gonna find
deal?
out.
I want anything to go down tomorrow night
Hey,
It's
listen,
before the
man. When we
holiday.
start seeing
Before the
a bunch
holiday.
of trees,
6
don't be
o'clock
surprised if
Eastern
we see
time.
Zach move.
What is the most likely deal to go down tomorrow night before the 4th of July holiday?
Dallas Mavericks got 61 mil right now
Hmm.
available before the first apron of luxury tax.
Yeah.
and you got to spend 90% of your salary. Every team got to be at the 90% mark on their salary. So that means the Rockets, who got a bunch of money going, they gonna want to try to get in on either a big fish or a bunch of small fish to add up to the 90%.
They talking Kyrie also. The Houston Rockets talking Kyrie and James
that's why
Harden.
that's
I
why
actually
it's so
saw
weird.
that. Yeah.
Remember when they were saying
Irving sweepstakes going on.
Yeah.
Who don't land
yeah,
them?
remember when they been talking about what the boy James Harden going to the Rockets? Everybody been like,
Yeah.
well, that don't make sense. It makes sense
Right,
because
and he did it.
He go back to
yeah,
college.
they gotta
He go
spend
back to
that
the club
money.
and he go back there.
Like every
I
team that's under
couldn't
the
believe
luxury tax
Westbrook
that
went
they
there.
gotta
I was
spend
like,
that
what
money.
the fuck?
So if you gonna spend the money, why not go and
Well,
spend the
that
money
was a
on
trade. That's why it was a trade.
I was just like, I
Remember they
still
trade
couldn't
Chris
believe
Paul
it.
for Westbrook.
Yeah.
You see,
Which I
Vucevic
didn't.
get a haircut.
That was a weird trade to me. I was like, why?
Chris Paul and Golden State. How do y'all feel about that? Chris Paul and Golden State. How do y'all feel about that?
Do
I
they
don't feel
need
nothing
him?
about it.
Do they need him?
Yeah, they need him.
Really?
That floor gentleman?
Yeah,
Okay.
Where do they need him at?
He said, why they need him?
The knock
No, where? On the floor.
The knock on Jordan Poole is when he come in the game, he stole the de facto point guard. They need a steady hand at the point guard, especially with the backups. They don't need him in the starting lineup, maybe, because they need size more than anything with that starting lineup. But with Chris Paul, he give you, like, think about it. Every week Chris Paul going that way, he had a bad team, he can lift that team to a different level. So if you can get him coming off the bench with a lot of, like, Moses Moody and some of the other
Chris
backup
Paul
players,
coming off the bench with all that money?
It was
he only got 1 year to do it. I mean, you ain't got to bring him off the bench first year. You can start him and stagger his minutes with the backups, whatever you need to do.
It was 2 knocks on Jordan Poole. It was his mouth and shot selection. So
is Mike Dunleavy a new Warrior GM?
Yes, he is.
Is he going to get this? What you talk about?
He's
Chris
a son of a coach. You know that, right?
Based on what he's got now, does that look like, okay, hey, I'm Mike Dunleavy Jr. My dad knows how to win. Should I get or even consider this particular guy?
No, wait.
And his dad was an all-star. You know that, right? Dad was all-star in the league.
I remember that.
No, wait. Hold on. Wait. If I honestly may interject, it's more of this contract here was more of alleviating a cancer and more of a salary dump, so you can open up for next year than anything. That's what the situation was, because remember, you still gotta pay Kuminga to keep Kuminga.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta pay him nothing because he ain't did nothing.
No, Kuminga only really set. You really only set Kuminga because you wouldn't have to really pay him his true value. That's the only reason why you really set Kuminga this past year.
I agree with that.
Hey, stay tuned. We got to find out what's gonna happen with Draymond Green in free agency.
No, Draymond Green, you can stretch his contract and really still pay him his value.
He won us $100 million. That's what he asking for. You know that, right?
No. You can stretch him and still pay him his true value.
I'm telling you.
What is that? What's that?
Yeah, $100 million. Well, what you telling me?
Hold on.
At least 15 mil per year.
Oh, okay.
That's a little bit more than a mid-level exception.
Huh?
Yeah, you can stretch him and give him 15 per year at 3 seasons. I mean 15 per season, and sign him that for 3 years. And
45 million.
45 million.
And Draymond to be good.
Nah,
Draymond to be good.
Draymond is not taking on 45.
With all that on his resume, look, his resume. Like he put his resume down, and you can't even come up with 50 mil.
Russell Westbrook about to get about 45 million. About 40.
That's what I'm saying.
I say yes.
His resume alone.
Clean still got to get paid. So why he gonna take
I
50
say
million
They
too?
trying
yes.
to get maxed out, man, like Steph Curry and them. He looking at their contract, me they them. I want to get
Dude.
maxed out too.
Okay. Not even looking at his play. Not even looking at his play.
Right.
Just
I
look
say yes.
look what Green has to put down. Like, okay, what did you do since you've been in the league? And then when you get through looking at it, you be like, all I can pay this guy is less than 50 mil. Does that does that equal what you see on the paper?
Going
And
forward,
I
I
hear
say
you about
yes.
Clay and them. I hear you about them. I hear you.
Going
Maybe
forward, I would say yes. Going forward, I would say yes.
Ooh, whew,
you think
that is low blow.
maybe he could take 50. Maybe he could take 50 mil and be happy,
That's
but
low blow,
we
bro.
doubt that gonna happen too.
At the most, I would
Tough
say
crowd, man.
65. At the most, I
Tough
would say
crowd.
65.
Give it up for the
No,
tough crowd.
at 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 the
Now that's a
most,
conspiracy right there.
no. At no, I really would pay a player what they're worth, and I don't like overpaying players.
But you can't say Draymond only worth 45 million to the Warriors.
That's
Like
what I'm
if you
saying.
really watch what the
That's
Warriors
not
do, he is the
happening,
heart of
Gemini.
that.
They're gonna have to
Based
come
on
If
back
what
to
you
him.
see
Draymond
on the
Green not have been,
paper.
yeah,
Yeah,
if
you playing
Draymond Green
purpose.
out there,
You
they
playing
be,
players way more than that. They don't even have that shit.
yeah.
I
Ja.
Hey,
Shit.
we gonna find out something in these 24 to 48 hours. We gonna find out what's gonna happen. Oh man.
It could be a lot of movement. Trust me, it could be a lot of movement. It could be a lot of
Before the
trades
holiday.
and
Before the
contracts.
holiday. Some gonna go
There's
down Saturday, but they gonna wait till
gonna be,
Saturday to do the blockbuster deal.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some movement while we sleeping. Well, some of us are sleeping.
Yeah.
Anyway.
2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, they do be on the phone. Now that is
Yeah,
true. I can verify that. I can verify
yeah,
that.
yeah.
2:30. Yeah.
I mean,
Two,
really, I could see them. I could see them doing CP3 a buyout. To be honest, and I said that way before the trade. I said that when he got moved to Washington. I
Mm.
I said that's a buyout. I said
you
that's a
think
buyout.
you think they're gonna
Something
do something
crazy
big
gonna
about the trade
happen this
deadline?
weekend.
You think
Huh?
they're gonna do something? You say they're gonna do something to put Chris Paul by the trade deadline? That's what you're saying?
I said a buyout. I
The buy,
said an
oh, by the
honest
bow?
buyout.
Oh, okay. It's a
Yeah,
good possibility though. Well,
I
they
I I, I honestly said a buyout. I seen that coming. I said a buyout.
well, don't be surprised if you see them over there during the season, man.
Be,
Don't be
be,
surprised.
be,
Man,
because the guy
it's a
that
deal that's gonna go down. We ain't nobody gonna know. It's gonna come out of nowhere. They're gonna be like,
Yeah,
what?
that's what usually happens.
Saturday night. Saturday they're gonna do that deal. That's gonna be
But no, it's still going down tomorrow too on Flight Sports TV tomorrow
yeah.
6 o'clock in the evening. I'll be here. And I'll
They
definitely
may
be here.
do
Can't wait.
yeah.
the guy that they was talking about moving, letting leave. They um I'm sorry. He has that long name, and they have him as a shooting guard who really should have been a point guard.
On what team?
Golden State.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
He's bright skinned.
Yeah.
He he, I felt I felt he should have been a point guard.
Talking about Gary Payton the second.
No,
Oh,
get
somebody else. So you must have somebody else over
yeah.
there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
not him.
But he plays well when he's their point guard.
Oh, you talking about? I'm trying to think about that player.
I I I I, I know his face when I see it.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of the name right now. Okay. Yeah. I see. I know who you're talking exactly who you're talking about.
But but they've been staggering his growth a- as a player. But as far as Chris Paul, I said it then, I'll say it now. His whole career, they loaded him with minutes, and they made him a durability issue player. Hell, we did it here at with the Pelicans. We made him a durability issue.
I mean, he's good on the season, but it's about in the
No,
playoffs.
we made him a durability issue by overplaying him minutes. We made him a durability issue. I won't lie on that. We
Right,
we made him a durability issue.
And
right,
every player different. Every player different. You can't say y'all made it to him like that. Could have just been who was has genetics made up.
No, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. We made him a durability issue here. I'm gonna
yeah.
be honest. I will put my hand on the Bible. We overplayed him with minutes here. We made him a durability issue. With
Well,
David
yeah.
West here, with him and David West here, we made him a durability issue.
I mean,
48,
if you look at his minutes, I'm
48.
pretty sure like a lot of players average about the same minutes. Like he's a
I'm
guard that
speaking
wasn't
for
going to the
myself.
basket.
I'm speaking for myself and I'm speaking for my organization. We
All right, that
made
don't
him
make you right.
we
I
made
just giving
well
you an
don't
opinion.
speak for me. Well don't speak for me.
But what
I'm
no, what I'm
speaking
saying
for
is okay.
me.
What your opinion
Well
is
don't
that y'all
speak
run
for
them into
me,
the
dog.
ground.
Don't
All right,
speak for me.
listen, nobody's speaking for you. You gotta calm down, bro.
Damn,
Your
stop speaking
opinion
for
is that y'all ran
me.
them into the ground. I saying I don't think that's the reason. That's not
Yeah,
me
that's
saying
who
you
I'm
wrong.
talking
That's just saying
about
I don't agree with you.
unstoppable. That's who I'm talking about unstoppable. That's exactly who I'm talking for.
I
That
mean,
that player right there.
all these guys ain't built for those type of minutes, bro. I know that for personal experience. I mean, I can say play ball. I play damn near the whole game, but yeah, I don't mind getting some rest and shit. But for like Chris Paul, like yeah, he gonna get a lot less minutes over there now. I mean, they're gonna probably play him like about 20 minutes a game instead of him playing 30.
So what was he? 48 minutes tonight?
Hey, he's playing 38
Damn
minutes,
near, bro.
40, about
38?
40 minutes a game.
Over
So come
40?
on.
Over 40? Over
Yeah,
40? Over 40?
damn
Over
near
40?
40. Damn near 40, bro.
I mean, shit, you got
But
LeBron
that's
sitting there too.
Endurance.
normal. That is
Endurance.
normal, bro. Like that's not no excessive minutes. You got like he played 50 minutes a night, 48 minutes a night. That's normal. He's a guard. His game wasn't going in the
Hey,
basket,
but,
getting froze up. He
oh
ran
man,
pick and roll, pick him. That's been
Man,
his
this
game
man
his entire
crazy as
career.
hell, bro.
but you got to think about this though. Like, if you going up against a player like Lamelo Ball or say De'Aaron Fox, they like to run all the time. His head's gonna get tired out for. You ain't about to catch them young guys for 40 some minutes a game. I don't give a damn how good you are.
Man, I about to pull up the minutes right now. I guarantee he play about the league average.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
I'm talking about one of these young guys though. These young guys gonna be a different story, man. At the guard position, I'm talking about these guys are gonna run all damn game, 40 plus.
We
Yeah,
played the hell out that man.
yeah. He gonna
A
get a
lot
lot
of
less.
overtime games. A lot of
They-
games
A
went into
lot of
overtime.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit,
I wonder who had the most overtime minutes.
shit.
During that time,
Yeah.
during that time, I'll be honest, I don't know the average. I know
Yeah.
here we played him and David West a lot, bro.
And what
Yeah.
minutes
Every
was you
time I
talking
looked up,
about?
they was on the court all the whole game.
Hey,
All the games I ever watched. Shit.
y'all
We
remember?
play him and David West so
Maybe 1 or 2
much.
minutes. Yeah.
I felt sorry for them, bro.
Hey man, y'all remember LeBron? He damn near he played so many minutes. They
Man,
almost had to put his
LeBron play
ass on
about
the
40
stretcher.
minutes a night
They
now.
almost had to put his ass on the stretcher. I say, man, I need it. And LeBron is in shape. He got endurance like a motherfucker, but even he burn out sometime.
The only thing I'm saying is we play him and David West so much that it was ridiculous. We really did.
What about Big Cat? What y'all think about Big Cat?
Um, with the Timberwolves,
Yeah.
Talking about Jamal McGlow.
um, I are you talking about as a power forward, or are you talking about
No, A.O. Gannon asked, "Do you think Big Cat is going to be this?
huh? I can't hear you. Somebody got a TV or something going in the background.
Nah, they at the
Sorry.
lounge. That's the juke joint. It's late at night, Thursday night. Hell.
Okay, so what are you saying about Cat, bro?
You guys think Cat gone? He moved?
Leave him there.
They
White, drop
said
the link
something
for Purple
about
Bait.
y'all said something about Cat putting his house up for sale. So I don't
Is he
know if
gonna
he.
make any team better?
I think if he lose at least 15 pounds, I think he'll make a team better.
All right.
He dropped 15 pounds. I think he'll be dominant. But I also think he need to move back to the center position because he is a center.
But that takes him away from his that when you need that turnaround, bro. And your guard can't get to your spot when you're trying to run a play. So instead of him passing the ball, now you do at least have the option of, hey, the fade.
No, I disagree because he was doing all that at the five in the beginning.
But it stretched the paint open, bro. Motherfuckers was going in there. Soon as you make one of those moves on the other end, boom. It was like a clinic.
No, he was started. He started out stretching the five position, bro. He started out stretching the five position. He didn't
But
just move to the four and then start stretching the four position. He was stretching the five position in the beginning.
well, he was only going to his right when he first came in too. So
Yeah, Cat Williams gonna. I mean, Cat. I mean, yeah. Cat Anthony Towns gonna be good, man. You know, what I'm saying he's still
yeah, I
good, man.
support him. Yeah,
Yeah, he's still he
leave
still
him
he
there
gonna be
though.
good.
Don't move him.
Yeah, you know, what I'm saying he still got to toughen up just a little bit, like Jimmy Butler said, because Jimmy Butler used to talk about him when he played with him. So you know, what I'm saying so he'll be all
He
right.
already a superstar. Yeah, he already a
Yeah.
superstar.
All right.
I mean well you also gotta look at too, and I hate to say this, he did lose his mom, and he should be. I I hate to word this the way that I'm about to word this. He should be over the loss now, so he can fully go back to concentrating on ball again.
Yeah, it's easy said and
If
done,
that makes
man.
sense.
Yeah.
He
He gotta try to do that. Yeah, it's easy said and done, bro. You know, I lost a mother, and that's something you don't. That something takes time over time to get over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's a tough, you know what I'm saying, situation when stuff like that
right.
happens. Yeah. Don't forget Isaiah Thomas, you know what I'm saying, he lost his mom and he was in Boston, but he still came I mean he lost a sister, but he came out there and still put up like 30 some points that
No,
game, man.
losing a parent and losing a sibling is two different worlds, bro. That's two different worlds.
Well, I lost a brother.
That's not even the same.
I lost a brother recently, and that shit hurt me like a motherfucker. It just hurt me just as losing the mother. Trust me, believe that. You know, what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, but just to say this real quick, I looking at Chris Paul numbers from rookie season to his last season in New Orleans. He never played more than 38 minutes a game.
Yeah.
38.
Yeah, that's about average. I go into different players around that same time period, and
You know you
that's
want to see
about
you want to see when he
the
was
lower
younger.
side of the average.
You
I
talking
see
about when he was
players playing
younger?
42 minutes, 41 minutes.
Well, who used to play the most
41.
minutes? Think about Lou Alden used to play the most minutes, bro. Especially when he was with the Bulls, he used to play like damn near average like 46 minutes a game. You
You
know,
looked up the Chris Paul numbers.
Yeah, Chris Paul, like I said, the most minutes he
38.
played with New Orleans been 38. The lowest was around
He was never in the 40s.
36. Never in the 40s in his career.
that's when he was younger though. You talking about young Chris Paul? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's why me getting that. He don't play tough minutes. Like,
38.
you don't need young. Like
Yeah,
that's about
yeah,
average. League average is about 38, 36 minutes. Like even when I go into other players, like let me go to somebody
Yeah,
around
get
that
the
man.
average.
age.
Man, yeah, but LeBron, man, coming back the season as a 39, he gonna be 39 years old at the end of the year, bro. LeBron gonna be still playing some heavy minutes, even though I know that's not gonna be in the plan, but he ain't gonna have no choice. Shit. And you get, you hope that Anthony Davis at least give you another 60 games this year. Shit, that's gonna be a question mark. Yeah, man.
Who's a good player to compare him to? 20.
They traded Isaiah Thomas after he had that with his family.
Did he get traded? The last team he was on was the Hornets, but man, hey, I don't know, man. I think the
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
that's
Kobe Bryant, 36 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
Find somebody else. Shit. I was trying to think of all the players around that time.
Ain't nobody been in the 40s? Who been in the 40s?
Let me see.
I always told you Lou Alding is one of them. I don't know about Michael Jordan. I don't know about Michael Jordan back then. I don't know Michael Jordan because Scottie Pippen was playing them many minutes back then. They probably
ain't need to. Did they need to?
They didn't need to really. No.
No.
What was the plan?
Most of the other players are around 32 minutes or 31 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I told you what the plan was.
All the rest of them are around 28 minutes.
Man, the plan was blow them out.
It's difficult.
Play halfway through the third quarter and then sit the rest of the game. That was the plan.
Exactly.
In the 90s.
Like, okay, Kyrie, he averaged 37 minutes a game this season. Let me go to some other players.
That's the highest you done read since you've been reading them up the stats.
Yeah, that's why I say like they really play 40 minutes a night.
So ain't nobody playing 40 minutes?
So somebody playing 40 minutes. Somebody played 40 minutes.
He said somebody.
I know somebody did.
So how can
That's
he
gonna be
say
hard
that
to
I
find.
was
That's
wrong
gonna be
with
hard
my
to find.
opinion though? So how can he tell me I'm wrong about my opinion?
Siakam played 42 minutes a game for Toronto this season.
Damn.
He's about 26. He's about 26, 27. But I mean, he's about still young.
That's how they work them Africans.
This from this season right here. These are highs right
They overwork them Africans.
Like I'm gonna go to that. A lot of them in the 36, 37 this season, but the highest would be.
So during those years, how can
about
you tell me
37
I'm
this
wrong
season
about
alone.
the way I felt about those
I'm gonna
years?
go to 2005, 2006. Yeah, in 2005, 2006. That's Chris Paul rookie season when he played 37 minutes. Iverson played 43, LeBron played 42, Gilbert played 42, Ricky Davis 41, Kobe 41, Joe Johnson 40, Sean Marion 40. Chris Paul didn't even crack the top 25 in minutes.
Man, they was playing 40 minutes back then, wasn't it? What happened?
Yeah, back then, they're more doable, huh? So
yeah, and see, some of the players around his age would be like Gilbert Arenas.
And this is why those players don't have no needs right now today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh around his
age. 40 minutes a game.
Yeah, he been 39.3. Chris Bosh, he coming around the same within a 2-year span of Chris Paul. He played 39 minutes a game.
That's
like I said,
round it off. Just round it off. 40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes. So pretty much what you saying, like y'all say y'all drive into the ground.
Yeah.
No, he played about league average. He didn't even crack the top 40 none of that looking.
Hey, check how many minutes Allen Iverson used to play when he was playing ball. I know he used to play a lot of minutes.
That same season, 43 minutes a game with Philly.
43.
43.
He had to because he had no team around. He had to.
But that's the point I've been trying to make about Chris Paul. Like, you can't say him playing a bunch of minutes. Calls it because he ain't even that play as much as the fucking 40th most minutes. Even that, because I still going. I say it's top 25 to be nice. Oh, number 46. He played the 46 most minutes in that season. Now to go to the next season, which would be 2006-07. Still
who had 46
minutes? That again?
Who had 46 minutes?
No, I ain't seen nobody with 46 minutes. No, I just
Oh,
see Chris
okay.
Paul been 46 on the list.
So Iverson, that's the most you didn't read.
Yeah, and
43.
then the very next season, he Iverson averaged 42 points a game. Then Joe Johnson, LeBron, and like
God.
most top 5 in the 40s. And by the time we get to Chris Paul again, he number 30. He tied for 33 with 36 minutes. Go up a season, 2007-8. Allen Iverson again with the lead, 41 minutes. Joe Johnson, 40 minutes. Chris Paul falls at number. He tied for 23rd with Raymond Felton with 37 minutes. So he ain't been getting run into the ground.
But Iverson has stamina. A lot of people don't know Iverson has
He
stamina.
just
Bro.
read the numbers, by the numbers.
He has
But
stamina. So shit, you know.
And shit, I don't even see David West on the damn list.
Hey, playing heavy minutes like that, though, in your 40 minutes, man, you got 43 minutes a game. You got to have stamina, bro. You got to have stamina and endurance, bro. You don't got that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We played for hours, though, on concrete.
Yeah, man.
I don't even see David West's name up here.
Nowadays, you ain't gonna see too many guys playing 40-something minutes, though. You might see a couple of them this year.
Why the hell you looking for David West anyway?
No, that's what he said. He said Chris Paul and David West. He said Chris
He trying
Paul
to
and
bust
David
the
West
line
get
wide
right
open.
and that's why he said he promised God. He promised. He ain't lying. That's why I ain't trying to find out if this true.
said
that's saying he ain't telling the truth.
Wait, stop. I said when we had Chris Paul and David West, we ran the hell out of Chris Paul.
And it proved that he didn't, though. You say him and David West. You say y'all play him a hell of minutes. And I looking at David West right now, 34 minutes, 36 minutes, 37 minutes. The most he ever played
when
in
we had. Notice my verbiage. And that's why I always bust your ass. I said when we had Chris Paul.
That's a moment of pause.
And David West, we always ran the hell out of Chris Paul. We always
so you're wrong on the Chris Paul thing. Now what?
We ran Chris Paul.
No,
ran him.
The stat says that y'all didn't run him more than the average.
Hey, what year was that, gentleman?
I
talking
read
about
4 years straight of him.
William, that's not correct, William.
Minutes. What is you talking
William
about?
Godfrey, you're not correct in that.
But
we got 2 point guards that we know
40 minutes a game in 2005.
ran their teams to one championship. Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson.
But if your theory is y'all run him into the ground, that's why he got injuries now. Why hasn't that happened to other players like LeBron, who played 40 minutes a night most of his career?
How many seasons has Chris Paul played in a game right now? How many seasons?
At least about 18. Like maybe 2 seasons less than LeBron.
18 years, I think.
Wait. No, wait. Hold on. I'm about to prove this to him right now. 18 seasons in the league, right? Okay. That's a longer career than most
of the league,
right there. Correct? Yes or no?
Yeah.
That shuts down your argument there.
No, it don't, because your argument was y'all run him into the ground. That's why he had injury history. He had injury history since he went with the Clippers. So what you're saying is Iverson should have broke down. LeBron should have broke down. Chris Paul should have broke down. All these players that average more minutes than him should have broke down, but none of them did.
Bosh has been injury prone.
Bosh has not been injury prone. He had a heart situation, so he stopped playing basketball, and they wouldn't let him back in.
Yeah, blood clot
with the Raptors injured, bro.
Since the Raptors.
Okay, well,
he's been injured since the Raptors.
Because you just talking.
Chris Paul has been injured since us.
So that means he has a history of just being injured. Period. That don't mean he got ran into the ground.
No, not necessarily. He must have some injuries coming into the NBA then.
Nah, he right. All right, he right. All right, he right. He right. All right. He right.
Oh, I know. I
You
know.
always right.
So
No, it's not a Matt, bro. Listen,
No,
I
you
ain't
always
no
right.
you
No,
no
you
because you
always right.
said it. You
No,
said
you
something
always
and
right.
I
You
disproved it.
always right.
Now it's
You
oh
always
you
right.
right. You
You
right. No,
always
of
right.
course I right. Yeah, I know what I've been talking
No,
about.
you always right.
Okay, okay, so he been
You
injured since the
always
Raptors,
right.
right? He played
You
75
always
games,
right.
75 games in rookie season, 81, 70, 69, 67, 77, 70, 77. The only time he played less than 60 games was in his second season with the Heat. So tell me, when was he injury prone in Toronto?
Injury prone because he's always been on this scouting report as injury.
Oh, you just you cap.
He's
You ain't want
always
to be
been on the
wrong.
injury. He's
You don't want to be
always been
wrong.
on the injury
That's why
report.
sometimes you gotta just know what you're talking about before you say things.
He's always been on the injury report. Just know.
Everybody always on the injury report. That don't mean they're injury prone.
Hey, Gemini, some
Then
of these
he
guys
missed
play with
time.
injuries.
That's the
No,
Hey,
real
he's
thing.
right. He's
Hey,
right.
Gemini, some of these guys play with injuries too, though, and don't say nothing about it. Some of these guys
Thank
play with injuries.
you.
I don't know, yeah, like
But
Kobe played with
so if
injuries.
you saying if
LeBron
you
played
say
with
from
injuries.
point
You know what
A
I'm saying?
to
Kobe has
point
played
B.
with injury. LeBron has played with injury. Vince Carter has played with injury. Magic has
So
played
how
with
why does that
injury.
make Chris
Larry
Bosh
has
different?
played
I
with
mean
injury.
Michael
Paul
Jordan.
different?
A lot of people don't know this. Michael Jordan had played with injuries.
Lambert has played with injury. Magic has played
Listen,
with injury.
that's
I
moving the
never said
goalposts.
they have. No, I'm not
That's
moving
moving
the
the
goalpost.
goalposts.
I
You
don't
said
do like you.
I will go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I don't do like you. Have
No,
they
just
played
just
with
finish. Just
injury?
finish.
Yes. But you're saying they don't play with injury. You're saying things that they do not do. Have they have they taken that hot shot? Yes or no? They have ta- they have taken that hot shot, bro. You're making it sound like they haven't taken that hot shot. We as players have taken that hot shot before. But
Take
you're
that shot.
making it sound like they haven't
Take
taken
that
that
shot
hot
before
shot
the game,
before.
or take a cup of yak and come and be ready to go.
Larry Bird has played with a back injury where his spine has been fused together. We're
I
making
know
it
about
sound
that.
like that hasn't been done. Don't sound like it hasn't been done.
Yeah, players back then
I
was
don't
tough.
sound like none. I just letting you talk
Them
because
players was
you
tough.
move the
No,
goalposts. So when you
that's
finish talking,
that's not moving the
can I run down
goalpost.
from what
That's
I'm
telling the,
understanding
that's
from what you
actually
said?
telling the actual factual of the history of the game. Just not if we're gonna tell the actual history of the game and tell the actual truth of the game, just tell the actual truth of the game, black and white of the game. Because the doctors that have been paid by these organizations will not tell it because it's going to tell the black eye of the game. But if we're going to tell the truth of the game, just tell a black eye of the game and the history of the game. Just be men about it. Just not tell the hairline of the game. Just tell the actual barber shop, eye truth of the game. And just not be women about it. Just be men about it. You like to move the goalpost only to tell your truth about the game and be feminine about it. I like to be a man and stand on the truth of the game. And that's the difference between me and you.
You done?
Well, like I said,
No, hold, I know. Hold, Cavani,
sometimes.
hold on. Let him finish. So when I say what I got to say, nobody can say nobody move a goalpost. So go ahead, let him finish.
I thought you used it. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I think he done.
Okay, so first of all, you said not us, not me, nobody else. You said Chris Paul, because that's your team and your organization. Nobody can speak for you. Chris Paul got ran into the ground based off of minutes. I looked up Chris Paul minutes. I compared it to other players in the same years, around the same age on certain players. That proved that was a lie. He didn't play a bunch of minutes. He wasn't ran into the ground. Second, you're saying that okay, well, players getting hot shots. That's cool. We ain't talking about that. What we talking about is how his career played out and why he had injuries. I told you it's not so much because he got ran into the ground. That's just my opinion, because this is an opinion-based conversation we having. So when I look up the stats to prove my opinion to be right, my opinion looks right because he didn't play a bunch of minutes. So you can't say That's the reason why. And then on top of it, other players that played more minutes than him don't have the same injuries. Chris Paul could have got the hot shot too. Why didn't he get the hot shot? Why did he miss games and not the other ones? Was it maybe because his injuries may have been something that came into the league with him and stayed with him as compared to a LeBron or Allen Iverson, who actually, I can say, be rumble and tumble and get to the basket and get bumped around? So when you saying, let's talk about the hot shots in the context, you can talk about that. All we talking about is the statement you made not being the truth. So you got to address why you said Chris Paul got ran into the ground when he played the 46th most minutes in the league. Not the first, not the second, not the fourth. He played the 46th. So your theory of that's why he has injuries today is null and void. You say yourself he had injuries even with y'all. So what just by a crazy assumption, what if he just a player that came into the league and he just genetics just has an injury?
What coach ran him in the ground? What coach ran him?
I'm trying to figure that out. Paul Silas saying did it. Monty Williams saying did it. We looking at the minutes. He never played more than 40 minutes. And there's 30 other players in the league from year to year that played 40 plus minutes. Allen Iverson did it multiple years at an older age, and he don't have any knee problems. He don't have any problems with he been missing a bunch of games. You say Chris Bosh, he had problems since he been inside Toronto, he been missing games. I'm looking at the stats. The lowest games he ever played in the season with Toronto was 67 games. And today's NBA, even back then, that stole most of the season. The first time he missed less than 60 games was in Miami. His second season, he didn't have an injury history. He stopped playing with Miami because he had a heart situation with the blood clots or whatnot. So he stopped playing. So everything you're saying has been proven to be a lie. What you talking about?
But yeah, Chris Bosh's situation was a little different though. He had a heart problems all the time and blood clots. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So what did you say tonight that was truthfully? Because you say that's your organization. You know what you're talking about. So if we talk about who being right, it don't matter if I right or not. I don't got no dog in the fight. I'm the one that said a bad comment. You said a bad comment, so you got to prove to me why you telling me something.
First of all, I never claimed that the Pelicans was my organization. I've always
who
said
the Pelicans in New Orleans? He played for New Orleans.
First of all, I'm talking now. I never claimed that I was a Pelicans fan. I said what they did as a organization.
But earlier you ain't said your
let
organization.
Let me finish.
No, because you just lying to be right now.
No, let him breathe. No, Pat, let him breathe. You laid out a really good case.
Go ahead.
No, Gemini, we want your response. Because No Panic laid out a really good case. So,
got it.
So No Panic, why would you interrupt him when you laid out a solid case?
You know, and I'm gonna say this, and I ain't even got nothing more to say. Dex, we all on this panel heard him say, that's my organization, and I'm telling the truth from my point of view. All us heard it, and now he's saying he never been a Pelicans fan in this and third. But let him go. Let him go.
I mean, he's not a Pelican fan.
But that's what he's saying. He used that as a qualifier for what he said. So let him go now. I'm gonna just disregard that first comment.
Crazy, boy.
I think what he mean by my organization meaning that he's from New Orleans.
You know how he come in.
No panic. You laid out a devastating case.
Yeah.
I mean, I was silent. I had nothing.
Yeah.
So why would you interrupt him?
Yeah.
Well, why would you interrupt him when he's coming back to try to save face? You helped him out.
Because I know it's gonna be some little tiny. Sometimes
let him say it though. Let him say it
around, and ain't got nothing.
Let him say it. Let him say it. He might be able to wiggle his way out of it.
He may pull a Johnny Cochran on you.
Yeah, he might wiggle his way out.
Right, let him go.
I mean, Gemini's pretty good at what he do now.
I mean, he is on the Pelicans camp now, but he's not the fan.
I got experience dealing with Geminis. I got experience.
He's a Zion fan. Are you a Zion fan?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's a Zion fan though. He ain't a Pelicans fan.
No, he's a LeBron James fan.
Oh yeah.
Wherever LeBron go, that's what Gemini.
LeBron to the Pelicans. He'll be happy. Oh man, can you imagine that? Oh man,
it'd be a double dose. It'd be a double dose of the spirit. But Gemini is a player-oriented fan, and LeBron James is this guy. So y'all remember that. Now, when they say my this or my that, he probably meant by being from New Orleans, that region, that district, that area, that Providence, that parish. That's probably what he meant by mine. But not that he's a Pelican fan. Because he always have stress. He's not a Pelican.
I wonder if he going to a Lakers game this year. He coming up to your town to watch the game, Dex. Go watch a Lakers. He gonna come to a Lakers game.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice, Jim. Like come through there. You'd be welcome, no doubt.
Hello.
Because he. Purple. What did we do wrong, Purple? What did we do wrong? Because she coming here like Bogart.
Yeah.
What we do wrong, Purple?
Nothing. I got two questions for y'all. One is we always see agents do this, but what do y'all think about Cleveland's interest in Bridges?
Wait a minute, say that again.
What do you think about Cleveland's interest in Bridges?
Oh wow, that's what they're gonna do. What they giving up? Jared Allen, Mobley. What they got to give up?
Interested in signing him?
So he's a free agent basically.
Yeah, he's a free agent. Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna get him. I think they're gonna show interest because they're gonna think he's gonna come cheap, but the Hornets gonna match whatever they throw out there. They're gonna throw a cheap offer, and Hornets gonna match him.
Well, they already gave him a qualifying offer. They extended a qualifying offer to him.
Yeah, but that's only for $2.2 million. He ain't taking that. Another team can beat that.
He got to get that bag. I mean,
He can't afford to pay him more than the mid level, and Hornets comfortable paying the mid level for him.
That guy at least give him what? At least 10.
I think he'll take 60 at this point.
You take 6?
For how many years?
Shit, 3 years like Booch. I think Booch's contract gonna be the standard contract for players that ain't necessarily stars and ain't necessarily players that gonna move the needle. But you add them to a good squad, like do something.
Hey, we got Vucevic for 3 years, $60 million. Damn it, he better play like he play like it. Then I'm gonna be looking for him, man.
But see, that's a good contract for him.
Yeah. So Miles Bridges still get $60 million. What is Miles Bridges asking price anybody, Purple baby?
He wanted more than 60 when they offered the first time.
What? Really?
Yes.
He wanted more than $60 million?
Damn! Holy crap!
Hey, look,
y'all lowballed him. Oh Lord, have mercy.
That situation.
What'd you say? No panic.
I said he would have get more than 100 if he ain't getting that situation. I think they would have given him.
He didn't know 100 from no Pelican. I mean, no Hornets.
Yeah. I think they would have covered the bag for him.
I know 100. He ain't getting no 100. He probably could have got maybe 75.
You play for a whole year and you're gonna get $100 million?
We're about to get up out of here. We're gonna pull back up tomorrow.
All right, man.
All right, salute everybody.
Love. Shout out.
All right, see y'all tomorrow.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.